Mic check. Mina the Hollower. Better get a fucking release date, bro.
Need it. Okay. Mic check. Yeah, we good. All right. What it do? What it don't? What it is and what it ain't? It's your boy Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka the Space Marine. And I'm here with Subegels, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka the Avatar, aka what you got for me today?
AKA Twitch 2's the GOAT, baby.
Let's go. Man, oh God. This is no it's not. This is Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, working title. Episode 69. Let's go.
Okay. We made it, bro.
Yeah, another day, another dollar, another Switch to breaking records. But
Yo.
What's been going on? What you been up to?
Yes, sir. Got to hit the gym today, which was nice. So that means I don't have to go later on. So that means I could actually do something productive. I mean, doing the gym is productive, but you know, it's still like, it feels like work at this point. Like it's just part of my schedule as work, but it's still nice to go. It's always nice to finish in the sauna and just chill out in there, you know. But or not chill out in there, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But it's I'm chilling. I've been playing a lot. Still grinding on that Legend Za, but listening to a lot of music. Who have I been listening to lately? Hold on, let me go through my Spotify real quick.
Better not be no Jermaine.
Oh nah, well he hasn't dropped yet, right?
Nah.
But I will listen to Jermaine when it drops. But remember how I was talking to you about an artist called Fake Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. He dropped a little EP. It's about 7 tracks. It's only like 20 minutes long, or not even like 14 minutes long, it says. But yeah, I've been listening to that. Shout out to the guy, the homie. You know, I'm rooting for him, man. His music's fire, bro. It's low-key fire. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But still been listening to Redville, still been listening to A$AP Rocky. Been trying to actually go back to his other albums just to kind of compare them and stuff. But I don't know. I think I'm just a fan of his music. I even like Testing, as you know, and I even like his other albums and all that. But yeah, I've been chilling, bro. What about you?
Yeah, same old.
Yes, sir.
I didn't watch the Grammys, but I was keeping up with like
I don't
winners and shit. And I did watch Tyler's performance, which always a highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he performed Thought I Was Dead and Sugar on My Tongue.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, both performances were amazing. He killed off both of the characters. He killed off Saint Roma. Was that his name? Something like that. And then I don't even know who the character is in Don't Tap the Glass.
Yeah.
But you know, he always kills off his characters. Basically ever since, I guess it really started with
I feel like he kills them all off, bro.
Yeah, he killed Wolf, he killed Goblin, he killed Bastard in like the Sam is Dead video. And then in the Sorry Not Sorry video, he killed like all his other personas. But yeah, he be killing them all though. It was cool.
That's awesome.
So we getting whatever the new era of Tyler is. Maybe I don't know if it's gonna be this year or not, but A$AP Rocky did say
probably
he
next
was working
year
on some shit. we actually got a lot of Tyler the Creator like sooner than usual.
Yeah.
With Chromacopia, then Don't Tap the Glass, like really close to each other. So I think he's gonna take another 2-year break, maybe 3.
It kind of, when I was listening to Don't Tap the Glass the other night, it was like a week or 2 ago. I was talking about talking to my girl about this too. It kind of sounds just like B-sides for Chromacopia. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, this album just feels like full of just B-sides, honestly. But it's still good though, you know. But I feel like it wasn't as good as Chromacopia. But
I don't think it matches the vibe of Chromacopia. It does feel like its own project, but it's just not like it. The concept of it just doesn't match like what he was doing with Chromacopia or any of his other recent albums.
I don't even feel like there's even really a concept in the album.
I mean,
like,
the concept
that's
is
what I'm
literally
saying.
just
It's just like random ass songs, bro. To be
like,
honest,
just move. Like it's just movement music.
Sure. Okay. I guess I just gotta listen to it more, but I do think it's one of his weaker albums out of his whole discography. But what's it called? Yeah, man. I like that he does that. I like that he you know like tries to like visualize something and then like follows through with it and then just like moves on to something else, you know? That's sick. I love that.
For sure. But I've also been listening to music because of that. Like because Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album, which like I'm okay with that. Like,
yeah,
it's acceptable.
Wait,
to
for
GNX.
Mr. Morale? Wait, no,
GNX.
GNX. Wait, that came out in 2024.
Yeah, but it was like the end of 2024. It was after the
November,
cutoff date.
right?
Yeah. It was like right after the cutoff date.
Interesting. So it was like an Indiana Jones situation.
Yeah. So yeah, GNX won, and like I can accept it, but I feel like it should have been the Clips or Chromacopia.
Chromacopia was there too. That's funny.
Yeah, both of those were like late releases.
That's interesting. Man, we're in 2026 and they're still nominating those fucking 2024 albums. Is crazy to me.
Yeah, but I was going back and listening to Hell Hath No Fury by the Clips, and bro, that album is still crazy today. The Pharrell's production on that is fucking wild. I shouldn't say Pharrell. It's damn, why am I the Neptunes? You can't forget about. It's not only Pharrell. You gotta get Chad Hugo and what's his name this one. But yeah, that shit is crazy.
What if it didn't win because fucking Pusha T showed up in the Epstein files, bro?
I doubt they would have changed that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did they play Not Like Us when he pulled up? Did they play that beat when Kendrick won?
No, when he won, they played
Luther.
Yeah, they played Luther.
Oh, okay, that sounds about right.
Because Not Like Us wasn't on the album, so
yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. I ain't watch it. Like I just watched some of the performances.
Yeah. And then you're passively watching it, huh?
Yeah, I just saw who was winning. Bad Bunny won Best Album of the Year, which is gonna be a great lead up to him pissing off everyone
at the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's funny too, because like I don't care that he's performing at the Super Bowl. I just care about like the discourse, because it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. I don't care about his music. I don't like. I wouldn't want to. I'm not like excited that he's performing like I was for Kendrick or like Usher or anybody like that, but
yeah,
I'm excited just to see how much people cry about it.
Yeah, Trump's not gonna be there because of it.
I'm happy for that. I love that.
That's
for
hella
him.
funny. Yeah, but all of his fucking ICE agents are. But anyways, games.
But yeah, let's get to the gaming.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you go actually.
Okay. I haven't been playing too much. Still just a lot of Legends. Trying to beat it. I'm on letter D at this point, so I'm getting really close. I'm sure there's some other bullshit I have to do once I get to letter A, but I think once I get there, I'm sure I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm done and I'm good. But I'm close though. I'm close, and it is starting to get kind of grindy. Like they're starting to like really drag on the scenarios, and yeah, and I could remember how we were talking about padding when we were playing Space Marine? I was like, yeah, this is some fucking padding right here. But I was playing it, and I was just thinking like it feels very like it feels a lot like that mode in Street Fighter 6. It feels a lot like World Tour. Where it's like there's really like it's all on the streets. Everything you're doing is on the streets. You're not really going into buildings like that, even though there's like the sewer area in Legends of.
You can enter buildings, but there's really no reason except for like the hangout or like the Hotel Z. But like you can go into a bunch of restaurants and museum. Like the museum was actually cool. They had a mission in a museum. That one was fun. Or like it was different. It was like, oh, they're actually doing something different here. But for the most part, like all the like places that you can enter, it's like, okay, I'm in here, but why?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I will say the interiors are definitely a lot, like when you are in the interiors, they do look better than the than the city. They look really good, and I'm still super excited for Wind and Waves, and I'm just really trying to beat it before they announce Wind and Waves, so I can have like a period of time where I'm not playing a Pokemon game. But I'm sure they're also gonna change up the battle system because I don't think that they're gonna use the Legends Awe one. But yeah, Legends Awe, it's fun. I'm still having fun with it. I'm still enjoying it. I'm trying to beat it at this point. But other than that, I play a little bit of High Guard. We played some High Guard. Won our matches, which was nice. Trying to grind those trophies on the PlayStation, which is nice. It's not a hard platinum, but there are some tough trophies in there for sure. And as like the game is getting like more mature, the players in the game are starting to get better, and it's harder to get those trophies, and the games get into overtime more often than not. But if you have a coordinated team, it's nice. But yeah, still playing that. Tried it on my PC. They the Radeon team, those lazy ass motherfuckers finally got off their ass and updated the drivers for the game. So I was getting like it was really bad before they updated it, but now I was getting like a nice like 80-90 frames at 4K. No upscaling either, just native, whatever it has. Really good. It performed well. I tried both the mouse and keyboard and the controller. Both feel really good. Yeah, man, I still enjoy the game. It's cool, and I'm glad that they're still working on it, and I'm glad that it's not dead. It's almost about to be that two week mark, before it outlives, the game that
the game we can't.
That game.
We don't name that anymore. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, the game that we don't name, but 400 million down the drain, which is crazy, but. I'm glad that they're still supporting it. It seems like they have like thousands of players still on Steam, which is nice. And I looked at the PlayStation charts, I think it was, and it was in the top 5 for I think it was maybe the week or last month. Maybe it was in the free to play charts I was checking, but yeah.
I mean, free to play charts is competitive as hell, so even getting into the top 5 is still pretty good.
That's good. And so that tells me like it's more resonating with the console player base too, Excuse me. But so outside of that, I jumped back into Monster Hunter Wilds because they launched all those updates and all those patches and stuff to fix the performance, which is crazy because this month actually marks that game's 1-year anniversary. So they finally got some shit figured out 1 year in to the game's life cycle. But the neat thing is that it does have FSR 4, so it's the up to date FSR API. Looks good, runs okay. There's still some micro stutters, which I don't know why or why is happening, and it did happen when I was on my 4070 Ti build too.
Fucking
It just
UE5 slot, bro. I keep telling you these UE5. I can tell by the walk of the characters that it was UE5. As soon as I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's that Unreal
that's hella
Engine
funny,
slot.
bro. That's hella funny. But it was running okay, especially like once you got into the fights, it started to stabilize. It really was just when you're roaming around the open world, but kind of reminded me of how Final Fantasy 16 ran on the PlayStation 5 in performance mode, where it's like when you're just roaming around, it's like the most unstable, like 45 to like 50 frames per second. And I'm just like, what is going on? And then once you initiate battle, it's like it locks to 60, but it like dips in resolution like as far down as it can, which is so weird, right? Because you would think that it's just like if you can get it to run at a lock 60 at this lower resolution here, then why don't you just make it do that the whole time? But yeah, it runs okay. It actually runs good enough to like for me to want to play it more now, which is good, because I spent money on it. So watch it show up in fucking Game Pass. If it shows up in Game Pass, I'll be so mad. Because
vindicated. I was like, bro. I knew someone was funny with them boys over there from the jump.
Bro, I still can't believe. Have you seen how many DLC checks the game did?
Yeah.
It was like hundreds of thousands of DLC checks, or like tens of thousands in like the matter of minutes. And it's like what are you doing? You know? Fuck, man. Capcom needs to. It's crazy because some of their games are so optimized, like the Resident Evil games. Like now it's like even Pragmatic, like on my PC I tried the demo, it was like 120 frames locked, you know? It looked great, ran great. And then they got fucking Monster Hunter Wilds and Dragon's Dogma running at like fucking like
they need
the shittiest
a separate
frame
engine
rates
for their open world games. That's all it is. Obviously,
or they
this
need to update
engine
it or something.
is not ready for open world. Like that's really all it is. They need to make a branch.
It's greed, bro. It's greed.
You gotta make a branch, bro, called fuck. Wait, it's called RE engine. Call that shit.
Yeah. Call it the MH engine, bro. Fuck. Make something else. But Capcom, I love you guys. You guys are doing great work on the Switch 2. I'm sure the game's gonna run and look great when you announce it on the Switch 2. Imagine they announce it tomorrow or today that you guys are listening. That'd be kind of crazy. But I could see that being like one big thing, one last thing. Ooh, some lifesavers. Those be smacking. Do those still have red 40 in them? Look at the ingredient list real quick.
It got some red 40, bro. Hey man,
that's bad,
red 40 be smacking though.
Nah, dude, the red 40 is bad. Oh, I got some baked hot Cheetos last night. They removed the food coloring in them, and they didn't stain my fingers like they usually do. And I haven't had hot Cheetos in a long ass time, so shout out to them. It still has the garbage in it though, but at least there's no food coloring in there. Anyways,
hot Cheetos since high school, bro. Not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. You're probably saving your body by doing that. But anyways, you're probably not saving your body by eating those lifesavers though. But what's it called? That's how bad Monster Hunter Wild's fucking performance is, bro. But anyways, it was actually running pretty decent. They did update it. Hopefully they do some more improvements because it's not perfect. But and I do think it is still unacceptable, especially on the PC that I have, that it runs the way that it does. Like absolutely unacceptable, especially if I could boot up like the Outer Worlds 2 and like there's no stutters, you know, and that's a UE5 game, so it's just like get it together. But They're trying to figure it out. Anyways, yeah, that's all I've been playing.
All right. Well, you didn't talk about the other game we played together, which was
Oh yeah,
Space Marines.
Yeah, Space Marine. But yeah, you can talk about that though.
Yeah. So as you can see on the screen, Space Marines 2 came to Game Pass, and me and Subeg ran some co-op together on the first stage.
Let's go.
Bro, my first reaction just from doing the tutorial, Gears E-Day, you gotta come out swinging, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because this was the evolution of Gears that I've been waiting for. Like the parry system, the melee, the hordes of enemies, and when you do get that ball, like the more elite enemies that show up, it just feels so much better. You're not just ducking behind cover the whole time, and like this felt like what Gears should have evolved into. Because Gears, even up until Gears 5, still felt stuck in 360 era gameplay.
Yeah, this
shit felt like a full evolution. So I had a lot of fun in this game. The gunning felt good, the melee felt good, the fucking parry system was A1. Yeah, the game looks good as hell, even after I had to turn down the settings to medium for that shit to run good.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, bro, they fucking cooked. Shout out to Saber
I've heard
Interactive.
that the game I've heard that the game actually runs really good on the Series X.
Yeah.
So I should probably give it a chance there, to be honest. But have to redo that campaign though. That first mission that's like an hour and a half long. But yeah, bro, we should play that. We should play that some more. I'm down.
For sure.
That shit's hella fun.
But
I love it.
Other than that,
did you try that Pirate Yakuza though?
Nah.
Damn, bro, you made a whole ass article about it, bro. You gotta play it.
We'll get there one day.
No, I think if you do play one, you probably like that one the most. I'll say that.
All right. I at least gotta finish Kiwami and Zero so I can really get Majima's character.
Oh, his character is completely different in Pirate Yakuza, bro. They changed him up. Once Nagoshi left, bro, they changed up all the characters, bro. They're not like how they used to be. So the Majima that you get in Zero, especially in Zero, he's not the same as the one in Pirate Yakuza, like at all.
One day.
Yeah. But yeah.
But I did pick up a game that I played the demo for, and this demo's been out for like fucking 2 years or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people really like that demo, but the full game, because it's in early access. But the early access release has dropped, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and see what's going on in this shit. And that is Half Sword, the physics-based medieval combat dueling game that has the stupid wacky animations, and you control your character by sliding, like you control your arms by sliding the mouse. And it's intuitive in a sense, like moving the arms with the mouse does make it feel like, oh, I feel like this is how a person would actually swing the axe, and it's cool. And then you get into battle and you're just flailing the fucking mouse hoping that you hit the fucking guy with the tip and not with the stick. But this game is just hilarious.
Yeah,
it's gory as hell. Like when I have to do a censored version for the stream because I went like full serial killer. I was like chopping up the bodies and shit, and I was like, yeah, I can't put this on stream.
That's hella funny.
Ban my ass.
Is there a censored version in the settings?
You can turn off the blood and gore and stuff.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but I didn't turn off the blood and gore. I just didn't go all out like I was doing before, because they just let you just continue to chop up the bodies and just do whatever. So yeah, but it's fucking hilarious. Like, especially the brawls where it's just hand-to-hand combat. That shit is so cheap because I was just spam, bro. I was just shaking the shit out of my mouse, and that motherfucker was throwing like 30 punches per second, like obliterated
That's
everybody.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can get the. Nah, but so there's like a progression mode which wasn't in the demo, and it's like you place bets. So you start off with your character. Technically, it's not your character, but you can create the character. You can customize them and everything, and you send them into battle. And you're like, okay, it'll be like they'll give you 3 choices, kind of like a roguelite. It'll be like, oh, a brawl, a duel, or you fight the champion, and then, like, that's a 1 fight. It was like a duel, it'll be like 3 or 4 fights, and then there's like sometimes it'll be like 6 fights if it's a brawl, and you just gotta make it through everybody and make it to the end alive or without getting knocked out. So
Wait, what's this game called again?
Half Sword.
Half Sword. Let me look up something.
Yeah, so the brawling, I was blazing through the motherfuckers with them fist of fury. I was beating the shit out of everybody. I was like, oh, bro, this shit easy. As soon as they put the weapons on, bro, one mistake.
Oh, I know.
One mistake is all it takes, and you were out of there. Like, I tried to run up on the dude with my hammer. I have my hammer cocked back. I'm like, ah! I ran like he didn't even swing. He was just pulling his knife out. I ran straight into the knife and just died. Like, I just died instantly.
Yeah, that's funny.
But like the crazy part is so if you get like downed or if you get your arm chopped off or something, you can still save that character. Like you can save him. If you quit, you can just give up when you're just like hurt or downed, and then like he can live to fight another day.
Yeah. But
sometimes you just get bodied, or sometimes you don't actually you don't give up in time, and then old buddy come down with the hammer on your head while you on the ground. Like, they'll keep on trying to kill you. So when your character dies, then you basically go to hell, but you have a chance of resurrecting.
So it's like a gulag.
Yeah, it's like the gulag, and the only way that you can come back is if you kill all all the other people who you killed with that character. So if you won like 9 rounds and you killed 9 people, you got to kill every single one of them to come back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
this character creator looks pretty in depth, bro.
Yeah, but the animations are crazy. The ragdolls are like super accurate. Like, you chop off somebody's hand. Like, if you get your arm like hit with an axe, you can't use that arm for battle anymore.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you gotta actually switch. Like, if you have the weapon in your right hand, you gotta switch it to your left hand and fight with that one. Like, it's crazy. But
who makes this game?
I don't even know what the name of the developer. I actually have it right here.
Half Sword.
Let's see. The developer is Half Sword Games, and the publisher is Game Seer Publishing.
Okay.
Oh, they published Ash of Gods, which I have on my wish list, but I've never played.
Okay.
So they published something else that I was actually interested in.
So it's very physics based.
Yeah, very physics based, very ragdoll. Like it's one of those goofy looking games, but it actually has a lot of depth to it because you like the punches, you can kind of just bullshit your way through those, but when you get that weapon in your hand, like you actually gotta know when to swing, where to swing, all of that, or you gonna get hit one time in your neck and it's a wrap.
Ooh.
They gonna nick an artery and it's over for you, bro. But like when you get hurt and you're like stumbling around, you're still trying to fight with like a gash in your you like you can lose one leg and still be like hopping around.
That's
like,
crazy,
bro. Like he just chopped my arm and I'm like bleeding out.
This looks fun.
Bro, it's fun as hell. Like
I'm gonna add it to my wish list.
But there's a lot of people who were complaining about the performance. I actually didn't have too bad a performance. I didn't even go into the settings to like change anything. I just booted it up and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run it at this.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that many, like when there was a lot of shit going on. I was like fighting two different people. It was like the grassy area. I had like some drops, but it was never anything crazy. But yeah, I think the game's $20 on Steam right now, and it's in early access. What the fuck? I thought I just saw. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's $20 right now, while it's on the what's it called, sale. But $24.99 is the regular price. So if you want it, you should definitely get it now while it's 20% off. Yeah, bro, cut your leg off, stupid. Yeah, that's but yeah, Half Sword is a lot of fun, but not much as far as like content. If you want something, is definitely like a just pick up and play. There's no story. There's dialogue, there's characters and stuff, and they'll talk to you, but it's not like you're not playing like a full-on RPG or anything. So don't go in expecting some crazy dialogue or production value. It's like a really good tech demo at best. But yeah, of course, High Guard. I actually played some 5v5 today. Yeah. To see what it's hitting for, and I like both matches, or I played 3 matches. 2 out of 3 matches, as soon as we got the shield breaker and we got it to the base, it was over, because like they couldn't do anything because like it's 5 people rushing one target and we were just occupying the room. As soon as anybody runs into the room, they get blasted by 5 people, and then they're dead. Yeah. And then
it's
when
not balanced.
One of us does end up dying, we respawn fast enough that we're back in the fight, and it's 5 on like 2, 5 on.
Yeah. And they're just picking y'all off.
Yeah, I still don't think 5 is.
It doesn't work.
It does, like, yeah, it's more chaotic. Like, I was actually dying more often in the gear up phase. Like I was actually fighting more often in the gear up phase because there's not more loot. Like the loot is still the same amount, so people are actually going out further to get loot when they can't find any loot. So I was actually running into more players that way. Like, yeah, if you have that low of an attention span that you need to be fighting in every single phase, then 5v5 I guess works better for those people. But like I like the downtime between phases. I like gearing up, and I like hitting crystals and breaking barrels open and finding the secret chambers with more loot in it. Like I'm okay with the gear up phase before the shield breaker forms.
Facts, man.
Um,
No, and like, I think that's the thing that you only get if you play like a few matches, you know, actually dive into it, like instead of trying to, you know, critique it or think it's, you know, something that it's not, right? I feel like that's the thing. It's like people want it to be something that it's not. Like, just accept it for what it is, and if you don't like it, that's cool. But like I don't know. I feel like there's something here with like the different phases and like the tiered system with the matches. Like, I don't know. It's connecting with me at least for sure.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, we talked about it a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm still playing it. I'm still coming back. I'm trying different characters now. I've come to like Slate, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Mara, or what is her name? I think Maul. She's essential. She's a game changer if somebody uses her right. Especially,
is she the one that can like resurrect and from a distance?
Yeah. She can set up a respawn point after you have no more respawns. Like she can.
Got it.
Yeah, so once you run out of lives, if she is still alive, she can use her ult to set up a respawn point for everybody, so that we basically get more lives and it extends the raid. So that you have another chance to take down the base before everything goes to shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Maul. She's great. Like, her powers outside of that aren't that great. Like, her regular powers aren't the best, but that shit is a game changer if you use it in the right situation. Who else did I play? I played the motherfucker with the spears. I sucked with him badly. Like, I did my ult, I was throwing the spears, I was missing all of them. They shot me down from the sky. I was upset.
That's funny.
But I did, like, I was watching ILP and they were talking about the game, and I will agree that the abilities and ults do feel a little too weak. Like, they do feel a little like, because there are some characters who do have something that should be a destructive kind of finisher move, like Slate. His fire, like the little meteors raining from the sky, that shit does nothing. I've sat in the middle of that and killed people, and I've been like barely hurt by it. So I understand, like, yeah, some of the ults do not feel ultimate. And I'll say for sure, yeah, they can improve on those. They need to buff those a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I agree. Some of them do feel good. Some of them feel so useless. Like, what's it called? The character that, I think it's a support character. It's on the left side. It's the girl. She, like, her ult.
I mean, not Concord. Her name
Concord.
is
her ultimate
Concord.
is.
Or no, not Concord. It's the bird. What is the bird called?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, it's the bird that shoots like the smoke screens or whatever. The ultimate is so useless, bro.
Especially
like,
if you're in the building, because you can't shoot the fucking blast into the room.
Yeah, exactly. It's just bad, bro. Like, some of them are awful. I agree.
Condor, not Concord. Condor, that's her name.
Condor.
But I like her other abilities, so I use her a lot.
Yeah, she's a good support for sure.
But yeah, High Guard is still hidden. Another game I booted up because of Game Pass. Finally trying out Star Wars Outlaws. Nice. And got through like the first section of it in the first area that she starts off in, like I'm guessing her hometown or whatever. And I'm liking it. It's inoffensive so far. Like, nothing crazy really happened. I haven't even got like a speeder bike or anything. But it feels good to play. Got to the gunplay. It felt good. Using Nyx to like distract enemies and then take them down is cool. I was already, even like in the small area that you start off in, there's a lot to explore, and just like going off the beaten path will get you like extra credits, or you'll find items and stuff like that. So it's Ubisoft, like I never really had a problem with Ubisoft open worlds for the most part. I do get tired of them after I play like a bunch in succession.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll always come back to Ubisoft games. I just like the formula for the most part.
It's weird, bro. It's like with those two different like type of open worlds, because it's massive, right? That does the Avatar and then the Star Wars game, right? And then it's just like the Ubisoft like Montreal teams or whatever that do like Assassin's Creed and like the Anvil engine work, right?
Yeah.
It's weird because it's like I love the way the massive games look, but I love the way that the Assassin's Creed feel. Yeah, it's so weird. Like,
wait, which engine is Far Cry on? Is that Anvil or Snowdrop?
Far Cry is Anvil, I believe.
Okay.
Let me check. Let me double check that real quick. Far Cry, because Far Cry feels good too. Let me just look up 6 engine. Dunia engine.
See, they just got different engines. These niggas got engines on engines for no reason.
Yeah, Far Cry 5 also uses Dunia, so that's just a completely different engine from Anvil and Snowdrop. Yeah, they don't actually.
Bro, imagine if they pimped out Anvil or pimped out Snowdrop like Unreal. And just
that's
let
what
people,
I've been saying,
bro. They sleep. They're asleep.
That's what I've been. Bro, do you remember my rant, bro?
Yeah,
that's literally what I said. Like, bro. I don't know why they haven't done that yesterday, bro.
Like,
I don't know why this shit ain't put it into like
I feel
into the world yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie, like Snowdrop and Anvil might be even more like impressive? It might be more diverse than fucking Frostbite.
Oh yeah, no doubt, dude, bro. It took EA like 10 years to make Frostbite playable and other shit.
That is it an FPS?
Exactly.
Bro,
and the other games still feel like shit.
Frostbite games were so bad, bro.
Bro, yes. Wasn't like Madden 25 that first Madden game in that Frostbite engine?
Yeah,
and it was dog
shit. Disgusting.
It was dog shit. Sorry, EA, but yeah, it was dog shit.
But like, what's the last game I can say that Frostbite was? I was like, okay, Frostbite is
Veilguard.
Huh?
Veilguard, bro.
Yeah, Veilguard for sure. Veilguard was hitting in Frostbite.
In the technical aspect.
Yeah. Gameplay for sure, like gameplay and technical.
Yeah, gameplay too.
That shit was fire. Anything else that was on BioWare for sure. Not the engine. We can't blame Andromeda. You can 100% blame Frostbite.
Andromeda played good though.
50%.
I thought it played good though.
Oh yeah. Gameplay wise, that shit was fire, but those faces was crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, man. People it's these proprietary engines, man. Some of them hit, some of them just don't. I don't know.
Speaking of proprietary engines, actually, no, I'm gonna go on a whole rant if I do that.
That's hella funny. We're gonna see a lot of them tomorrow at the Nintendo Direct.
Go in on these Japanese developers and they shitty ass engines like Disgaea and the fucking Tales of engine. All these, Tales of, they switched to UE, so they've been good. But
bro, you a UE fanboy, bro.
I don't even care. Like, I don't really care if it's UE or proprietary. Honestly, it don't matter to me.
You just want it to run.
I just want it to be good. Like,
yes, sir. Would you want Mario on Unreal Engine 5?
We not doing that shit, bro.
All right, so then you're not a true Unreal Engine fanboy, so that's good.
I need Nintendo to actually do like deep dives into their engines and all the engines that they use. I just want to see like what does it even? How does it even? And when does it even? You know,
like come together.
But I feel like they don't even use engines. That shit, they just be popping,
just be in their minds.
They just be popping mushrooms, and then that shit just like it just swarms.
They just think it in their brains, and then they just fucking shows up on the screen, bro. They doing some magic over there for sure in the Kyoto headquarters.
But yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. Shout out to the female protagonist. Another female protagonist game I've been playing. Demon Turf.
Oh yeah.
We back on Demon Turf in anticipation of Demon Tides. And yeah, bro, this game is a sleeper for sure. Like, it's such a good 3D platformer. Like, it has that Hat in Time / Mario 64 kind of hub area where you can just explore, you can talk to the NPCs and stuff. You'll find secrets, you'll find like secret levels if you go off the beaten path. You can tackle the levels in different orders depending on how many... What is the thing? It's like you have to collect these things in each map. I can't remember what the item is off the top of my head, but they'll be like, oh, you need 3 of these to enter this level, and sometimes you'll get more in a stage, and you're like, oh, before I go to the one that needs 3, I have 5, so I'm gonna go to this one. Kind of like Mario 64 with the stars, like. But it's been really fun. The speed running is a lot harder than Demon Tides because you don't have that boost like you do in Demon Tides. So it's a lot of spamming the moves to go faster versus doing like the little Sonic rollout that you can do in Demon Tides and in Bubsy. Both of those games have that. But yeah, it feels good. It's very fluid. It's easy to platform. Like, you don't feel like you're gonna miss the platform or anything. They make really good use of the shadows, and yeah, level designs are really great. There was one level that so in this one you can run out of flags that you place down, so there's no auto save or anything. You have to place the flag down, and that's your checkpoint. That's where you come back to. I didn't know you could run out of those. So I used all of mine in like the first third of the stage, and I kept falling into the I kept falling off the stage and having to go back. It was pissing me off, but I made it through. It was because I was trying to go off the beaten path. It's batteries. That's what it is. Batteries and cakes are like the 2 items that you collect throughout the stages.
Batteries and cakes?
Yeah, batteries and cakes. I don't know why. I still don't understand the battery part because, well, I guess for this, the battery is like the stage specific item. Like when you go to another town or whatever, I think it changes, but it's like, I need batteries to operate this thing so that I can get to the boss of this level, basically. So I think that one's gonna change when I go to the next one, but the cakes are like your stars, or like your you have to collect 3 of them in every stage, and they're like hidden. But yeah, great 3D platformer, slept on game. Like, Fabraz needs way more credit for just being the fucking goats at this shit.
We're giving them the credit, bro. We're giving it to them.
But yeah, shout out to Fabraz, shout out to Demon Turf, shout out to Demon Tides.
February 19th,
baby.
Yes, sir.
And that's not everything. Wait, okay, no, that's not everything. I got one more
Demon
game.
Tides looks so good, bro. Demon Tides looks so good. I think it's gonna be better than Bubsy 4D.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely their all-in game. Bubsy 4D is definitely more like, it uses a lot of the mechanics, so it still feels good, but it's not open world. It's not nearly as customizable with the amount of talismans and stuff that they have. Even like costumes and everything. Demon Tides like is eclipsing it in almost every way.
Oh yeah, dude. Bro, I'm copping it.
But yeah,
I'm there day one.
I got to be
Supporting it, bro. Supporting it.
But I got one more game to talk about.
Hell yeah.
And I was saying that I couldn't talk about this last week, but I can talk about it now. Well, let's talk about Aniimo.
Oh no.
Which is another Pokemon-esque game that has come out. Closed beta. It's not out yet. I got a chance to play the closed beta. Jesus. This game is one of the most boring games that I've played in like a year, maybe. I've never fallen asleep so many times having to play a game, just drifting off because everything is just so fucking bland. And so basically this game is a Genshin X Pokemon is basically what it is. It has action gameplay, but it's so ass. I would have rather this shit be turn-based, or at least like Power World and Legends ZA, where they kind of battle themselves. Yeah. Technically they do battle themselves, but that shit takes so long that you kind of do have to fight with them. So as the trainer, or whatever they call themselves, you fight the Pokemon alongside, or the Aniimo alongside your Aniimo, and you're shooting like these little orbs out of your hands. And
bro, I just hate the name, dude. The name fucking sucks.
Aniimo.
The name is garbage, bro. I'm sorry.
So the thing that kind of makes this like the thing that they try to use is like, oh, this is our thing that we do, is that you fuse with the Aniimo, and then you can actually play as them. You can run around as them. You can fight as them in like real-time battles. No turn-based, no auto battles. You're actually like pressing X to do attacks, and then you're pulling off your moves with LB and RB, and you can dodge attacks with B, or yeah, with B you can dodge attacks. And then X and A together is usually like a movement ability. Sometimes it's a dash that makes you move really fast. Sometimes it's flight, or you can like float in the air and things like that. So that part is interesting, and they like, it's an interesting concept, it's an interesting idea. I'll give them that. Technically Digimon did it first, but we don't care about Digimon, so we gonna act like that never happened. So Aniimo is the first one to do it, and it's, when I say it's Genshin-esque, it's because like it looks like Genshin from like the menus, and you have all of these like notifications just popping up all the time. Like you go into the menu and it's like, hey, here's some rewards for this, and here's your mail, and oh, here's these like objectives that you gotta complete, and then there's this not battle pass, but also it is a battle pass thing you gotta complete. And it has a little bit of Arceus in it. Is like for each Aniimo, they all have their own like objectives that you have to complete, kind of like the little like when you're building a Pokédex in Arceus. It's like, oh, you have to catch this many, you have to battle this many, and you keep on leveling up that Pokemon's like Pokédex entry. It does that, which I was a fan of it, Arceus. So I was like, okay, I like that they took that part of it. So it gives you incentive to like catch multiple of the same Aniimo and all that.
Okay.
But this is Genshin slop at its finest. Like, it has no appeal. It has some of that chemistry engine, like they try to add that in there. You're like using the fire Aniimo to burn what is it called? Vines that are like blocking your path. And then you gotta use water to put out a fire. You like shit like that. They try to utilize that, and it's like, oh, I need lightning I need a lightning Aniimo for this. I don't have a lightning Aniimo yet, and you gotta go find a lightning one and come back. But
sounds like some trash.
It's super grindy right out the gate. I was like, there's a quest that I had to do, and they're like, no, go get to this level, finish up. Like, then they give you like these side quests that you gotta do to even go on the main quest. I'm like, bro, I kept playing this game every time, like without fail.
Like you wanted to.
20 to 30 minutes in, I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep in my chair playing this game every single time. It's just, it has no soul. The Aniimo have no personality. They don't look that good. They just look generic Eric. And like, compared to Power World, where like Depresso are like right off the jump, Depresso was an iconic POW, like right off the jump. There's no iconic Aniimo in this bitch. None. And I don't know, man. I feel like there's an audience that'll definitely like this if you're into those Genshin style games. It has a lot of the not cool for me, but like the things that you probably like in a Genshin game is in here, and there's even like battle passes for getting legendary Pokemon and shit, or Aniimo. I keep calling Pokemon, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's not for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Winds and waves, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Winds and waves, because I 100% would rather play Power World. I would even rather play Temtem. I would even rather play. No, I'm not gonna say that one, but yeah, it's not for me. It was doing nothing for me. I was trying my best. I'm glad that PD also got a code. He got the closed beta. He made a video for it, because I was really forcing myself to play this shit, and I kept falling asleep just so I could write an article on it. But now I don't really have to, and I'm happy about that. But shout out to whoever this is for. I hope it's everything that you hoped it would be. Pokemon wins and waves.
Pokemon. Hey.
So yeah, that's everything I got.
Nice, man.
But with that, let's go ahead and get into the on the radar. And I actually got some shit, because they was going crazy. There was a lot of great looking indie games that were popping off on Twitter this week. One that I actually backed the Kickstarter because it looked so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
So I'll save that one for last.
Okay. Is it the first one?
No. Wait, one more time. No, it's the last one on there.
Okay, for sure.
So this one It's called Void Soul Awakening.
Okay.
And right off the rip, I love a good dash, bro. A good dash.
Oh yeah.
Just makes a game feel so satisfying. But this one just has some crazy ass shit going on. Like, he's dashing everywhere. He got a gun. He got a little melee, big ass sword. He was doing special abilities. Like, the death animations of the enemies don't look that good, but it is still in progress. So I'm not gonna harp on that too much, indie dev and all that. But I was like, hold on. I like the way that this shit's moving so far. It needs some polish, but it's looking good. But you can wishlist it on Steam right now. I don't think there's any demo or anything. They're still working on this one.
Okay.
All right. Next on the list. Hold on. Where the hell? Okay. Next on the list is so this was actually when Ubisoft's Twitter posted this game. It was like, yeah, one man dev made this, and I was like, what the fuck is this a Ubisoft game? Like, is Ubisoft, they're not even publishing or anything. They were just like, here's this game. Also, they were really dumb because they posted the video of this game and was like, yeah, this game, one man dev, it looks amazing. And then they were like, check out the link in the description. They did not, or like check out the link below. They did not put the link below or the name of the game or anything. So I had to like look up, like, I was like, bro, what game is this that Ubisoft is talking about? And then like somebody else posted it. So but I was like, what? Like, I've never seen Ubisoft or any like regular publisher just be like, hey, look at this indie game, it looks amazing. Outside of like Xbox, PlayStation, because obviously they're platforms, but like a non-platform publisher that has nothing to do with the game, just saying, hey, this game looks amazing, look at this. I've never seen that before. But Morbid Metal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this game looks crazy. Character action, like character action flair.
Yeah.
Art style looks really great. Has like some cyberpunk elements and some kind of Japanese feeling, Japanese mixed with cyberpunk kind of.
Bro, the game is just giving me Lost Soul side, bro, to be honest.
I can see that. But
no,
yeah,
he literally has a move where he's like
I
slicing his swords, and there's literally like beams coming out of his swords as he's slicing it. Like,
yeah,
wow.
But I like the movement more than I like the combat. It has that, it giving me Ghost Runner, but in first person. Actually, it's Warframe. That's what it, like the movement is like Warframe.
Sure.
But it's like if Warframe was a character action game. That's how
like the way they're twirling and shit too.
Yeah. Where's Flame at? We need Flame gonna be like, hold on, let them cook.
This looks better than Warframe. But I like the inspirations, bro. I love when indie devs do this. Like, if you like these games, and you'll love our game.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the best way to get some easy retweets and stuff.
For sure. Get that algorithm, because motherfuckers who love Devil May Cry, every time they see Devil May Cry pop up on the timeline, they like, oh, for real? Bet.
Air combos, bro. Air combos.
That is Morbid Metal. Soundtrack also sounds pretty good. The track that they got in this video, y'all can't hear it, but it's just trust me, bro. All right, but that is Morbid Metal. Now, this one, I have to pull up the YouTube video because this one.
I've seen this one.
Yeah, this one's looking special. So this is called Combo Devils, and it's a platform fighter like Smash Bros with traditional fighting game elements, but it's also a co-op extraction roguelite. So if you like Smash Bros, but you're just not the competitive guy, you play for fun, but like you don't like getting competitive, you don't want to learn the combos and everything, there is a mode for you where it's a PvE co-op game against enemies, going through stages as a roguelite, taking out enemies until you make it to the end of the game. But I'm more interested in like the actual fighting part of it, and from the people who played it so far, like some fighting game players that I fuck with have played the game already.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, like there was this one guy, he was like, after Multiversus, I basically gave up on the platform fighter that isn't made by Nintendo. But this shit changed me. Like, it felt so good that I believe again that it can happen.
Yeah.
But there's a Kickstarter for this one. I backed it because I was like, yo,
it's awesome, dude.
This shit looks too good. Now, hopefully I don't get burnt. But I'm gonna believe in it. Fucks with it. The devs are really big Smash fans, but they're also fans of like 2D fighters. And I like that there was these two guys who were talking about the game, and they were like, yeah, like I was playing the game more like a platform fighter, like Smash Bros. He's like, but I was playing the game more like a 2D fighter, like Street Fighter, and both, like, they felt natural either way. Which usually platform fighters do, like, they never feel like a traditional fighting game, like a traditional 2D fighter. And it would be really hard to turn something like Street Fighter into a platform fighter and keep everything, like, keep all of Ryu moves, keep all of the things that make Street Fighter what it is. So if they could pull off this and actually have both of these elements really work together, this might be the biggest Smash competitor, like. But the art style looks really good. There's a lot of style to the, like, attacks. They got the slow-mos when you dunk. They got the little stop hits, which that really makes it. They got parries, they got ledge grabs, air dashes, air dash cancels, launchers, like everything. But yeah, bro.
This looks good, man.
I'm super excited. The fact that they had this game at events and people were playing it actually gives me a lot more confidence that this is actually going to be a real thing. It's not one of those Kickstarters that you see and then they show off this fake gameplay and you're like, yo, this shit about to be crazy, and then they run off with your money, which has happened to me a couple of times. But
yeah, this looks real.
Yeah. And they were Project M. The developers of this game, they used to make Project M. Like, they worked on Project M, which was the Brawl modding scene. Like the Smash Bros. Brawl modding scene, Project M. They were a part of that.
Oh, that's sick.
So they have they have the chops. Yeah, so they've been at Combo Breaker, they've been at Evo, so they have a legitimate product that people have played. So
hell yeah.
But if you're into fighting games, this is one to look out for. If you're only into Smash Bros style games, this is one to look for. If you're into beat 'em ups and roguelites, this is one to look forward to because they have all of that in here. Like, yeah, it's crazy. But shout out to Combo Devils. Let me subscribe to them. I'm hoping for the best.
Let's go indies, bro.
Yes, we love the indies because they're basically giving us the roguelite mode is basically that subspace emissary mode that I've been waiting forever for them to bring back to Smash, but Sakurai does not want to give us that.
Yeah, because YouTube burnt him. Or the people on YouTube burnt him.
Yeah.
YouTubers.
But it seems that it's not gonna be one of those like 4-year Kickstarters. I think they said either at the end of this year or next year the game should be out. So
nice.
They already reached their goal in 14 hours. And they're just hitting the milestones.
Yeah,
the
stretch
milestones.
goals.
Yeah, stretch goals. But yeah, shout out to Combo Devils. Like that's up there for me now as one of my most anticipated games whenever this comes out.
Yes, sir. Looks sick.
But that's all I got for On the Radar.
Yep.
Do you have anything, or you want to go ahead and move to the first topic?
Yeah, let's go to the topics.
All right. Now we got a bunch of Nintendo topics that we're just gonna speed through just to give updates on what's going on. But starting off, talk about the Nintendo Switch 1. Because it is now officially the best-selling Nintendo system of all time, surpassing the DS. And we're here. It's finally happened. You know,
yes, sir.
in a universe where PlayStation didn't find a stock of 5 million consoles that they forgot about. After all these years,
You think that's gonna happen again?
This would be the best-selling console of all time, but as long as Nintendo doesn't discontinue the system anytime soon, I think it's still gonna happen because the way that the Switch sold during the holiday season, it's
the Switch won.
Yeah, the Switch won. It's still moving. There's people who still want it. The craziest part is that it's moving like this with no price drop, which is still sickening.
With the price raise, but you know what's crazy, bro? My homie,
that's so
yeah, with the price increase, bro. My homie, he doesn't really play games, but he's more of like a modder when he has this stuff. He also is only on Linux too,
yeah,
which is crazy. He has an old ass PC, like a Ryzen 2700X and like a RX 580. Like that's his PC, like Jesus. Some old shit. Yeah, he doesn't play games, but he'd be interested in shit. And like he came over and I have my Switch OLED. It's not like plugged in or anything, but it's still like, you know, it's still available to just pick up and like use if you want to.
Yeah.
And like he was like, bro, I hella want a Switch. And I was like, bro, I have one. I was like, you want to buy it off of me? I showed it to him. He was like, bro, this is the one I want. And I was like, yes, the Switch OLED. And I even asked him, I was like, why the fuck do you want a Switch 1, bro? And he was like, bro, I want to mod it. And I was like, okay, I'm in. Never floats your boat. But yeah, people still want Switch 1s. And I know it firsthand.
But yeah, man, I'll give it until like, if they're still selling them, like Japan and Asian countries, they're still buying them. All it really needs is a price drop, like a really good price drop. Even if it's not in the US, anywhere else, like that shit is gonna sell out crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll give it until late 2027. We gonna see that 160, and then PlayStation gonna be like, actually, we actually forgot about the ones that the PlayStation 2s that we had sent to Epstein Island, and we
Oh,
got
no.
at least we got another million
Mar-a-Lago.
over there.
All the PS2s they sent to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, hell nah. We find some emails in the SE files. He's like, I ordered 5 million PS2s from Sony. That'd be crazy. Oh,
Bro,
my
the
God.
crazy thing about the Epstein files was finding out that Epstein was a gamer. But it makes so much sense.
Bro, yeah, no, it does.
Makes...
The craziest thing about the Epstein files was seeing that he was at the forefront of all the bullshit that's happened in the world. Bro. And literally all like some of the worst shit, like seeing that he was at the forefront of like the DEI, culture, and like all those like verbiage and like all the slang terms that people use. I forgot what people characterize that, alt-right or something like that. Alt-right. Like he's at the he's at the start of that. Like, fuck, man. And microtransactions,
gamer, which makes sense. Yeah, like all of it makes so much sense. Bro, the fact that he was like trying to hit up Bobby Kotick about the microtransactions in Call of Duty and shit, like it's wild out here.
He's an evil guy, bro.
But we not gonna get too into
that.
Yes
sir.
Too much to say. All right. But yeah, shout out to the Switch One best selling. I said it from the first time I saw the Switch, like the October 2016 announcement trailer. I was like, this is gonna be the best Nintendo console ever made. I might not have said it was gonna sell the best, but I feel like in the first year I was like, this is gonna be the best selling console that they've ever made. Like, there's no way it's not. And
yeah, man,
vindicated, because it was crazy. Just like the Switch 2, during the Switch 1 era, there were so many people like, yeah, this is gonna be another Wii U. It's gonna fail. It's gonna like I don't see how people saw that and was like, this is gonna fail. That's crazy to me. But
bro, fact.
People don't have the vision. That's all it is.
Bro, Nintendo was goated, bro.
All right, so let's start talking about the Switch 2, though, the future of Nintendo, because a lot of people have been seeing the RAM prices and tariffs and all this shit going on, and they're like, it's just gonna be a matter of time before that Switch 2 price increase happens. And they waiting on it. They like, yeah, wait until that price increase when the Switch 2 is $500, $550. I bet it ain't gonna sell no more. They plotting on it, but guess what? Horikawa outside, he said it's not happening. Y'all trying to will it into existence. But he said, nah, we keeping that Switch 2 where it is. Nintendo president says increasing memory costs won't affect Switch 2 price for now, but if it continues, they will reevaluate.
Okay.
Meaning, yes, there's if the price increases of RAM last, basically if it lasts more than the stock that they have stockpiled right now for an extended period, that's probably when they're gonna be like, all right, now we can't eat this cost for forever.
Yeah,
but it doesn't seem like they're jumping at the gun to increase prices anytime soon.
Yeah, not at all.
Like Xbox, where they were
jumping at the gun to raise the prices twice.
They were like, oh, tariffs haven't even hit yet? Fuck it. Raise that shit.
Yeah, bro. That's why, bro, have you seen, is that in here? The 138 million that Take-Two has reported?
No.
Oh, so they've reported that there's 138 million Gen 9 consoles. They didn't specify PS5, Xbox Series S and X, or Switch 2, but just knowing the numbers and like knowing how many units there are, I'm assuming that Switch 2 is included in that 139, or I think it's 138 actually, but I'm sure it's 139 plus now. But yeah, But yeah, so the breakdown, in my opinion, it's 90 million PS5s, 32 million Series X and S's, and 17 million Switch 2s.
Yep.
That's the breakdown.
We know for sure it's 17 million for Switch 2, at least as of December 2025.
Exactly. And Take-Two, they supported the Switch 2 as a current gen console last year, so yeah.
Well, we're gonna talk about Take-Two's support of the Switch 2 as well.
For sure.
We got a topic for that. Actually, it's the next one. So.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Take-Two and Gearbox, Borderlands 4 was announced for the Switch 2, and even had playable demos where people were like, it's not the best. It needs some work, but this is Borderlands 4 running on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
It was a little choppy in the frames, but it looked good. And people were like, yeah, bro, they're gonna clean, like, after they clean it up, it's gonna be great. We even had that whole Nintendo Creators Voice video where we got to see a lot of Switch 2 footage of the game, and it looked fucking good. We were like, yo, this shit looking nice. Like, yo, bro, I can't wait. It was supposed to come out 3 weeks after the original, like the PS5 and Series X version. Like, yo, this shit about to be fire on here, and then it got delayed indefinitely. And like, okay, like, it's still early. They probably didn't have dev kits as quick as they would have liked. They get in the version down to make sure it's perfect. Cool. I ain't complaining about that. They had a lot to play anyway. Like, I wasn't mad at them. But now, development for the Switch 2 version of Borderlands 4 has been completely paused, which is not good to hear.
Yeah, that's not what we want to hear.
So what's going on, Subeg? What's happening with this?
What's going on? I don't know, man. Because the game's still like not in the greatest shape on fucking any of the platforms, and they're still just like, oh, here's our roadmap of content. Like, they don't give a shit about the fucking optimization. So I don't know. I've seen theories that people are like, oh yeah, the dev team that was working on this is working on GTA now, porting that to Switch 2, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the case either. But honestly, I'm sure they could have put it out as is, because it was running at like somewhat of a stable 30 FPS.
Yeah, it was a little choppy. It had some drops, but when people played, it wasn't anything like, it wasn't fucking Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's for sure.
Launch. Yeah, not even close. But yeah, man, I don't know. Honestly, I've played like 3 or 4 hours of Borderlands 4, and I honestly wasn't impressed at all by it. Like, I wasn't impressed technically. I wasn't impressed like artistically. I wasn't impressed gameplay wise. Nothing impressed me in the game. And that's just me though, and I love Borderlands. Like, I've played them all.
Okay. I know Flame was big on Borderlands 4 when it worked. Like, he had a lot of critiques about the actual performance and everything, but I know he enjoyed the game itself. So, yeah.
It didn't feel that much different. It didn't feel that much different from Borderlands 3, to be honest. Like, it felt very much like a sidestep versus like a big jump up, Yeah.
I was waiting for the Switch 2 version to actually give it a chance, and I probably wasn't going to get it at full price. I was probably going to wait for a sale anyway. Yeah. So, if it does come, we'll see. I'm basically skipping 3. I played a little bit of 3, but did not come close to finishing it. So this will be my first time diving deep into a Borderlands since 2, because I skipped pre-sweet sequel as well.
Okay.
So hopefully it does come, and hopefully I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see for sure.
All right, we got some maybe Xenoblade news.
Okay.
According to one of the voice actresses, Caitlin Thorburn, she updated her Spotlight profile, referencing a Xenoblade Chronicles game coming in 2026. And just for reference, like Spotlight isn't like Wikipedia or like these other places where it's like like random people can just update this. The actual artist themselves has to update this. So she updated it to say like, yeah, she's working on this Xenoblade Chronicles game that's coming out in 2026 as Cosmos.
What does Nate know, bro? What does Nate know?
Yeah, did he ever mention Xenoblade?
He mentioned Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition, which would she need to be?
Because that's she voice acts. She's the voice actress for a character in that game.
Yeah, Cosmos, but Cosmos is like she's just one of the gacha characters. She's not a main role. Which is what I'm like,
what did that? Maybe that could be some DLC tied into it or something. Some additional content.
Maybe because Cosmos. Here's some not Xenoblade lore, but Xeno lore. Because Cosmos was from Xenogears or Xenosaga. I always get them mixed up. I think it was Xenogears. Cosmos was the main character from Xenogears, and she was one of the blades that you could, get in Xenoblade 2 as a like little kind of Easter egg moment where like, hey, y'all remember our older game Xenogears? Here's Cosmos. You can have her in this game. This is linking Xenogears and Xenoblade for the first time, like kind of having that link between them. So what if they have a like for the definitive edition of Xenoblade 2, they add extra content that actually ties Xenoblade to Xenogears even further, goes into a whole new story with Cosmos. That'd be crazy.
Ooh.
And then if they get the Xenogears like remade for like if Monolith Soft was able to work with Xenogears was Bandai Namco. If they get to work with Bandai Namco, which we know Bandai Namco and Nintendo have an amazing relationship, like if Monolith Soft really wanted to, I don't think they would be turned down with remaking Xenogears. And we get a remade Xenogears like coming out for made with Monolith Soft. Now where they are now, that'd be crazy. But yeah, if we get a Xenogears crossover with Xenoblade 2 and then get like at least a Xenogears collection, that'll be fire. You know about like how Monolith Soft ended up with Nintendo? Like, do you know the story behind that?
Not really.
So Monolith Soft, like kind of like Platinum, they were just they just had unfortunate history with publishers.
And they were mercenaries, right?
Not even, because they were owned by Square Enix, where they made the Xenosaga games, which was the first Xeno games. And you know, they were making Xenosaga and everything was going smoothly, but like Square Enix was like, hey, it's taking too long. You gotta wrap it up, B. Like, you just gotta rush it out, because we're not gonna wait any longer. So they had to rush out either the sequel for Xenosaga, or basically they had to. No, that's what it was. I forgot how many Xenosagas there was. It was either 2 or 3, but they wanted to do a trilogy if I remember correctly. And they were like, nah, Xenosaga like 2 is your last one, basically. You're not gonna be able to finish this shit, and you're just gonna have to wrap it up. So they basically left Xenosaga incomplete, and it just wasn't how it was supposed to end. And it was like that kind of was like, damn, like Monolith Soft was like, fuck that shit, bro. You know, fuck Square, like fuck Square. We gonna find another publisher, and we gonna make some better shit over there. And then they went to Bandai Namco, and Bandai Namco was like, yo, y'all trying to do a trilogy? Hell yeah, we got y'all. Like, we love that Xenosaga shit. Come over here, we got you. Like, okay. So they making Xenogears, and they got Xenogears 1, then they got Xenogears 2, and then Bandai Namco was like, yo, you taking too long, you gotta wrap that shit up, B. You gotta wrap it up. You're not getting no Xenogears 3. So like, Xenogears 2 is like infamously rushed, and like the ending is just like, and then they're like, yo, you know, fuck you too. Like, we don't need this shit. We believe in ourselves, and we gonna find someone who's going put their trust in us. And then they found Nintendo, and guess what? They were like, we got this new trilogy we trying to work on, and then Nintendo was like, oh, for real? Bet. Get like, what is it called? It's called Xenoblade. And you know, they're like, all right, Xenoblade Chronicles comes out, and it's an amazing game. It does not sell at all. And I know a lot of the stuff like, damn, bro, we about to go through this shit again. This game ain't selling. Nah, Nintendo's like, hey, yo, that Xenoblade 1 was dope. When we get in Xenoblade 2, he's like, oh, y'all still want more? Yeah. Got Xenoblade 2, got the DLC for it, got Xenoblade X. Actually, yeah, I guess it was X. Then it was Xenoblade 2. Then we got Xenoblade 3, and then they were actually able to complete what they were basically trying to do with Xenosaga and Xenogears. The final game that kind of ties everything, like the perfect bow tie that they never got to do with any of their other franchises. They finally got to do because of Nintendo. So yeah, Monolith Soft, goats.
It's funny.
But if they can get all the, like, if somehow they can talk to Square and they can talk to Bandai Namco and they can somehow wrap all like Xenosaga and Xenogears into one timeline somehow. I don't know how that shit would work, but that shit would be dope if they somehow tied all of these together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or if they were able to remake Xenogears and like get a new Xenogears or something, I don't know if they would ever go back. But maybe finish the vision that they had before. Now that they can actually be like, yeah, we can, like, we have the cachet at this point. But shout out to Monolith Soft.
Xeno World.
And then somehow they gonna tie Dragon Ball Xenoverse into it too. It was the same universe this whole time. Nobody even knew.
Xeno Universe. I don't know. It's gonna be Xeno something, bro. Whatever their next thing is, it's gonna be Xeno something.
I think they're done with Xeno because they finally got to finish one. They're like,
oh, maybe. That's
like,
hella funny.
Let's not jinx it. Let's move on to something else now.
That's hella funny. Yeah, they're like, let's make all these games Switch 2 updates and then let's move on, y'all. Let's move on.
But yeah, if that's like Xenoblade, if we get a Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, a Zelda remake, 3D Mario, bro, I don't want to hear nobody complaining. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm getting tired of these fucking plumber
just knocking them out.
I'm tired of these plumber and plumber and elf gamers, bro. Like, nothing is worse than a plumber and elf Nintendo gamer.
Nah, you gotta put the Pokemon gamers in there too.
Yeah, like the Nintendo fans, when they don't got a plumber, elf, or
Fucking
abused
Pikachu.
animal in the game. Like,
Yeah.
because that shit
That's
is wild
hilarious.
that people are complaining about the lineup that we're getting right now. Shit don't make no damn sense. The audacity to call yourself a Nintendo fan after what we've been getting. But speaking of even more Nintendo games that we're gonna be getting, we got an updated trademark for Splatoon Raiders, which is
Yay.
still TBD on their plans for
Yeah.
like on their roadmap of first party games, which is kind of scary because then it's like, why haven't y'all put the 2026 on there? I thought it was TBD because y'all are thinking about dropping it in 2025, but who knows what the fuck is going on with Splatoon Raiders. But they did update
Bro.
the trademark, which makes you think, oh, well, it has to be coming out in 2026 then if y'all update the trademark.
Mm.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, wasn't this game announced in their like Nintendo Today app or something?
It was announced in the Nintendo Today app with a trailer and everything. No game,
Like
no real
randomly,
gameplay,
right?
but it was like a cutscene and everything.
It was random, right? It was just like a
random.
drop.
No announcement or no build up. It was actually the same day that Splatoon 1 was announced on the Wii U, like for the Wii U. So it was like the anniversary of the announcement of Splatoon 1.
Got it.
But there was no build up, there was no anything. It just said, hey, here's Splatoon Raiders in the Nintendo Today app. Not on YouTube, not on Twitter, like it's straight up Nintendo Today. And then they updated like Twitter and YouTube like a few hours after, but that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That's when we knew that the Today app was like, oh, no, they serious about this shit. Because now every Nintendo Direct, every new overview trailer, gameplay trailer, they've all been announced in a Nintendo Today app first. And then they get updates like 2 hours later on everything else.
Yep.
But yeah, we got an updated trademark for Splatoon Raiders with a publication date of February 17th.
Interesting.
Which maybe that's
imminent.
Maybe that's another trailer for it, like an overview trailer or something that they're gonna do. Someone were trying to say it's gonna be a general direct, but I feel like it's way too soon after a partner showcase to do a general direct. And also do a general direct right before Pokemon Day. I feel like the next general direct has to be either March or early April because it has to be after the Pokemon Day if they're gonna do it. That's how I feel though. But yeah, this could mean, so Mike Odyssey was the one who uncovered it, and he said this could mean a general direct on February 17th announcing the game to release at a later date, or a Today app drop like they've been doing. Yeah. So yeah, you think this trademark is pointing to something happening with this game, or?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. Publication date. Okay, so status date was January 29, 2026. Publication date was February 17th. Is February 17th, 2026. So that February 17th lands on that lands on a Tuesday.
Yep, that seems like a day that they would do
and that's
like that.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Nintendo and Sony loves those 3 days. I'm assuming next
Tuesdays
week
and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays for Xbox. I guess it's everybody.
Yeah.
Unless it's bad news, then it's Friday. You wait until the end of Friday to announce something bad so that, you know, everybody's going home for the weekend. They're not worried about it. You know, you can get away with some shit.
That's hella funny. But yeah, February 17th. We'll see. Imagine they shadow drop it.
I doubt that. I feel like, I mean, the TBD, maybe that's why they're keeping it TBD, so nobody's really expecting it. But Splatoon is a little too big for a shadow drop, especially in Japan.
That would blow up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure there'll be a couple of deaths if they have a Splatoon Raiders exclusive Switch 2 that just pops up in stores in Japan. Like, yeah, they might go full Black Friday crazy on that shit.
Nintendo knows what they're doing, bro.
But I'm excited about Splatoon Raiders, whatever it is, because we still don't know what the fuck this game is. I'm still going with the survival game of some sort, like Nintendo's take on survival games. That's what I'm feeling.
It's a survival extraction shooter. No.
This is Splatoon Raiders. A survival extraction splat-tastic. I don't know, bro. They were bro. That's awesome. But I think it's gonna be more PvE than PvP. Unless, you never know. With Nintendo, you really never know with Nintendo.
They'll do anything, bro.
Yeah. But I'm just glad we're getting something different from the Splatoon universe, because there's just so much that you can do with that IP. And after 3 Splatoons that feel very similar, just with new maps and new modes and new weapons, it's gonna be good to get something that does not feel like the same game. Especially with the Splatoon 3 update and more update. Like, they just did another update for Splatoon 3 that added health bars. You now have visible health bars on the enemies, and there was something else that they added.
Okay.
But they're adding some shit. Like, they're still working on that game.
Live service, bro.
Yes, sir. We just need some more Splatfest until the next one come out. For sure. But yeah, shout out to Splatoon. February 17th, 2 weeks. We'll see what's happening then. All right. And another huge game or huge franchise that we will be seeing this year. Pokemon will be celebrating its 30 years anniversary with a special video debuting during the Super Bowl on February 8th. Are they gonna tease Winds and Waves for the first time in front of an audience of like, how many people watch Super Bowl? Like 10 million? I have no idea.
Like 50 million, I'm guessing. Okay. I can look that up. Hold on, let me see.
I think it is like
I know their viewership has gone down in the past few years, so let me check. How many people? More people will watch this one just because the teams that are in there are actually pretty. They have some huge fan bases, and it's not the Chiefs, but it is the Patriots, which the Patriots have been in the Super Bowl forever. But it's not Tom Brady, which is different. Tom Brady. What's it called? How many people watch the Super Bowl? Ooh, Super Bowl, 127 million people watched Super Bowl last year. So yeah, a lot of people.
Bro, I like that people are making jokes that because it was showing Jigglypuff on the screen. Like, they're making jokes that Jigglypuff is gonna sing and put everybody to sleep on live on live TV.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have a feeling the game might put us all to sleep, because the game's gonna, like, it's 2 big teams, but I don't think it's gonna be a good game. I feel like it's gonna be kind of a stinker, but I could be wrong.
But what's the chances that we get our first little like just a tiny teaser of Winds and Waves, and then they're like, tune in on Pokemon Day for the Pokemon Presents? You think
celebrate 30?
You think they're capable of this, or is it just gonna be like the little montages that they do at the beginning of the Pokemon Presents that gets you all nostalgic, and then they just leave?
Bro, they have to be showing something. So I just seen it, because to celebrate 30 years of Pokemon with a special. So they actually announced that they're showing something off at the Super Bowl.
This is an official announcement.
Hey, man, they have to show something. I'm assuming something.
Are we gonna
something
trust Game Freak's marketing? The biggest media franchise. Nah, they're the biggest media franchise for a reason. I feel like we about to see that wins and wait, bro. If we get that glint and then they showing off, and then they show some, like, I don't know what they gonna show. Like, they gotta show off the world, they gotta show off the graphics, and then like, you're like, yo, this is what the game gonna look like. And it, bro, and if they show a talking trainer, like voice acted, oh my, like, and then they tune in on February 27th for the official trailer or the official reveal, bro.
Ooh.
I might shed a tear, bro. Not gonna lie.
Ooh, you're gonna watch the Super Bowl for this,
bro? I'm watching the Super Bowl just for this, just for this, bro. I think it's crazy, but if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Pokemon. This is about to be crazy. And then if it's nothing, I'm gonna be so pissed, bro. Even though I know I'm gonna see it in 2 weeks after, like 2 weeks later, but like 3 weeks later, really. But
now we gotta talk our shit, bro. If it's trash, then we gotta say it's trash. But yeah, dude, I'm so like, excited,
Pokemon
bro.
Go 2.
Oh hell nah. Gonna just be a Pokemon Go commercial. Like, remember back in fucking 2017 when you guys were all going outside and shit? Well, let's go do that again.
Pokemon Go 2 X Sleep. Pokemon Go 2 Sleep. Oh shit. You're gonna be able to walk in your sleep. You're gonna be able to walk and catch Pokemon in your sleep. Like, it's Pokemon Go, but they hack into your brain. And then, like, they make you dream about catching Pokemon. Yo, that shit about to be crazy. Game Freak is on another level, bro. Oh my god. I can't believe it. But yeah, man. I'm excited for whatever they show, if it's good. I'm hoping it's good. We all hoping that it's good.
Hell yeah, man.
All right. And yeah, just one or two more Nintendo topics. Or yeah. So last week we were talking about a lot of journalists, a lot of Nintendo content creators were going to New York all of a sudden on the same day, and we were like, what they about to show? What's going on? Like, they're showing something. They have to be doing some kind of event. We didn't know what it was. Were they showing off something new? Well, they weren't showing off anything new, but there was a lot of journalists and a lot of content creators who did get their hands on Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition, Mario Tennis Fever, Virtual Boy on NSO, Resident Evil Requiem, and Pragmata. And a lot of people came back impressed about 3 games out of 3 of the games. A lot of the media was really impressed with. One of them's surprisingly so, because of the kind of stigma with the past games that have come out from this franchise. But Resident Evil Requiem, I think this is the first time we've seen that, yeah, this game is running at 60 on the Switch 2, and they were talking about, like, yo, 60 FPS of current gen Resident Evil game running at 60 FPS on the Switch 2, which really gives, like, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village are definitely gonna be running at 60 if that's the case. I expected Resident Evil 7 because that was a PS4, Xbox One game. I was like, if any of the Resident Evil games are gonna be 60, it's gonna be that one. I guess technically Village was on PS4 and Xbox One also, wasn't it? It was cross-gen? Or was it?
Yes, I believe so. I know 7 was for sure.
Yeah, 7 was 100% a PS4 and Xbox One game because that was pre-2020. But Village, I could have sworn it was cross-gen.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so there was a chance that one was going to be 60 also. But I just assumed that Requiem was 30 because our first gameplay that we saw was 30 FPS.
Mhm.
But IGN, like Rogers Base, I forgot who else was up there. They got a chance to play the game 60 FPS on Resident Evil Requiem.
Yes, sir.
And they were still impressed by the visuals of the game, and it was a solid 60. That's what I fucking like to see. And then, although they didn't get to, I haven't seen anybody actually talk about Pragmata except for that one video. You said it looks like 60, and I was like, it looks like 60, but I also saw some other footage that looked like 60, and I didn't want to say that it looked like 60 until they confirm it. But if Resident Evil Requiem's running at 60, I'm pretty sure that Pragmata video was also at 60 for sure.
Okay.
Let me find. I forgot where I posted it. Crimson. No. Here it is. So yeah, this was some Pragmata gameplay running off of the Switch 2, and this was actually
docked, right?
No, this was happening over in Brazil. But yeah, this is the footage of him playing handheld, and yeah, it looks smooth as hell. It does not look like that choppy 30, but sometimes it's hard to tell when it's in handheld mode over but I'm gonna assume, because I think would you consider Pragmata to be more intensive than Resident Evil?
I would assume, yeah. It is a faster paced game. But it is still corridors and not a ton of enemies.
Yeah. I feel like the lighting effects in Resident Evil seem a lot more, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's dark all the time. The lighting kind of stands out a little bit more than the bright areas of Pragmata.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Capcom is going crazy on the Switch. Day and date games right out the gate. Monster Hunter Stories 3. Not Monster Hunter Wilds yet, but Monster Hunter Stories 3, Pragmata, and Resident Evil Requiem in the span of 3-4 months. They have all of these games ready for the Switch 2. Pretty fucking crazy. Monster Hunter Stories 3, I think that was the first one that was announced. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Monster Hunter Stories has always been a Nintendo first franchise. So I was like, yeah, that one definitely makes sense, bro. This guy sucks at this game. I'm watching him play.
Yeah, bro, the gameplay is awful.
But then we got the Resident Evil announcement. I was like, yo. I was like, okay, it's coming at a later date. They were like, nah, day and day. I was like, yo, Capcom, they going crazy. And then the Pragmata one came a couple weeks, months after. And we were like, yo, I don't think we see any Capcom game come out in the future that isn't on the Switch 2 on day and date. I can't see any game that they would put out that wouldn't be I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the next time we see Okami 2, they're gonna have a Switch 2 logo on there. The next time we see Onimusha, I think we're gonna get that Switch 2 gameplay and logo. I'm gonna save that for the predictions. But yeah, man, it's exciting because like even the Resident Evils and Pragmatas, their RE is an intensive engine. Even when it's not open world, it still takes a lot to run these games. It's scalable for sure, but it's still a pretty intensive engine, and seeing how well they have adapted this engine to the Switch 2, you can tell Capcom, I mean, I feel like Capcom is always like one of the first third-party developers to get dev kits, but you can really see it now. Like Capcom was there alongside Nintendo developing the dev kits. They're like every time they had a new revision, they passed it over to Capcom, and they were like, "Oh, okay, bet. Let's see what we can do with this RE engine." Yeah. Because when you think about it, on the Switch 1, the first big Capcom release was Resident Evil Revelations 2, which was kind of designed specifically for the Switch. And then Monster Hunter Rise, which was Monster Hunter Rise designed was the reason. Monster Hunter Rise was the sole reason that the Switch went from 3 gigabytes of RAM to 4 gigabytes of RAM. Because Capcom was like, Nintendo, we love you, but you are not going to see Monster Hunter on this console unless you bump up the RAM to 4 gigs. And then Nintendo was like, fine, we'll do that. So if it wasn't for Capcom and Monster Hunter, we would have been really struggling on the Switch 1. But yeah, Capcom, they are in the know when it comes to the Switch hardware, and they're usually the first people to get it. I'm pretty sure Bandai Namco, Square, most likely, they're usually up there as well. So yeah, man, Capcom, it's really hard to find any faults with Capcom in like the last few years. Like the biggest fault is their open world games don't run good. Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter Wilds. And even that's like such a non-issue for the most part. Like they haven't been doing mass layoffs. They've been hiring a lot of devs. They've been giving their developers raises. All of their games have been like at the worst good. And they're even putting out like the reviving games like Okami and Onimusha that people have been, that were like pipe dreams, and now they're actual realities. And they're still coming up with new shit like
Initogami.
Yeah, that one.
And Exo Primal.
Exo Primal, even though like I still think Exo Primal was
that game was fun,
good
man.
Idea. It was fun for a bit. It wasn't gonna be a massive hit, like, but it was cool. And they're playing they're playing to the strengths of each platform. Like when it comes to Xbox, their experimental titles, they like, hey, give us that Game Pass bag, and a lot of people get to test these ideas. Like, we're not sure about this one, but
they don't seem to ask for a lot.
Yeah, but with Game Pass, people can try it out. We'll get to see what works, what doesn't work. We'll have a player base that'll kind of keep it alive for a while. So yeah, and then PlayStation usually has like the first big reveal of these games, like Resident Evil Requiem, and
PlayStation's the one that's footing the marketing for the fucking big games like Pragmata and fucking Resident Evil and all that shit.
And then that later Switch 2 announcement just makes it like, oh shit. And then for their like smaller games like Monster Hunter Stories 3, I'm pretty sure Okami is gonna be Nintendo kind of like. I feel like that just feels more.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna
like
be
a
on the
Nintendo
Switch,
Switch
bro.
2 kind of marketing.
Bro,
Especially with
Kamiya
it
got
being
Switch too.
I mean, with Hideki Kamiya being a part of it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I'm loving everything about what Capcom is doing. I can't find any faults with them. I'm loving it. But yeah, that's what we got going on. And then the last game that people who have had a lot of complaints about the previous games, they were super positive about Mario Tennis, which has me even more excited. I was already excited. I was gonna get this day one, but
It's
now
coming out next week, huh?
yeah,
I think, right?
it's coming out. No, on
Next Thursday.
Yeah,
Next Thursday.
12th, the 12th. Yeah, next week. So damn, it's coming out next week. Hopefully, yeah, we gonna see, because Valentine's Day is coming up. Depending on how that goes, we gonna see if I get.
You might have to hit your girl with the business update, bro. That actually.
Yeah, you know, it's looking like we gonna have to make this this Valentine's Day date. It's going multi-platform. It's going to.
You like some Chick-fil-A or some Denny's or.
Look, I'm gonna have to put her on the couch. When she see the couch, you know bad news is coming. Like, yeah, just sit here on the couch right here. So, you know, over here at Randy and Cindy's Love Life, we love what's going on, and you know, we used to love going out to Fogo de Chao, but you know, this Valentine's Day, it's a little different this year, you know, for because the Nintendo Switch 2, you know, them $70 prices, they kind of hitting. You know, no more vouchers, you know. We got to make a business decision here.
That's hella funny. We ordered 4 McChickens.
Like, you know, whenever we go to Taco Bell, I usually tell you can only get one thing, but I'm gonna let you get 2 because it's Valentine's Day. You should be excited.
You know what's funny about the Xbox business update? They did it on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day.
The love was in the air for sure. But yeah.
Not for their own users.
But Mario Tennis Fever, a lot of positive, like from IGN, from VGC, Rogers Base, like everyone was like, even the people who were like, yo, Asus was ass, they were like, yo, this is what Asus should have been. It felt good.
Yeah,
the abilities were really cool. They were really strategic and competitive, like, but it still felt competitive. Felt like a party game, but it also like didn't devolve into like mindless. Like, I liked everything I was hearing about the previews for that game. So
that's awesome, dude.
I'm glad that Camelot finally getting their shit together. Although, like I said, I love Asus, but I know the faults and I understand what didn't work with Asus also.
Mm-hmm.
And once I saw Fever, I could already see, especially like the overview trailer, I could see like, yeah, they tried to fix every piece of criticism that Asus had. Like, it was this is a calculated sequel. So yeah, I'm excited for all 3 of those. As far as, what were the other 2? No, I already forgot. Oh yeah, Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition.
That's next month, right?
Yeah, that's coming out in March. Like, I mean, I don't really need. It's still Mario they only got to play the multiplayer stuff. They didn't get to play any of the single player stuff, so we didn't get any previews about that part, which is probably what everybody really wants to hear, not the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
And then like Virtual Boy, who the fuck cares? Like I don't care.
You have a Labo, bro.
Yeah, that was the one big thing that came out of it, is that that you can use Labo for the Virtual Boy if you don't want to get the headset, and if you don't want to buy the cardboard version of the of the Virtual Boy, you can still use your Labo if you still have it. So yeah, a lot of positive news coming out of upcoming Nintendo games. All right, now for our soon-to-be outdated predictions for the upcoming Nintendo Direct, which is today, and it already happened for everyone listening here. But at least y'all know that we can say we had it right. We predicted everything. We listed every single game that you're gonna see here. So, you know, y'all can still look back and be like, yo, the prophets of Nintendo. Ooh. Oh no, Schwami. Yeah, there we go.
That's hella funny.
All right.
That's hella funny.
So this partner showcase will be premiering at 6 a.m. Pacific. I will be up for work. I mean, I'll literally be working at that time anyway, so I'm gonna be watching it, but I won't be able to stream or anything.
Early, bro.
But yeah, man, Nintendo Direct partner showcase. You know, a little disappointing, but honestly, with some of the third-party games that are expected to come out, and with the ones that we're already getting, like, I'm not mad at a partner showcase.
Yeah, for sure.
But what are you expecting to see here? Like I said earlier, I expect Capcom to show up. They coming outside again, but this time it's gonna be Onimusha. We gonna see Onimusha running on the Switch 2. They're gonna announce that it's gonna be day and date. I think that's happening.
And they're gonna announce the release. That'd be.
Oh, and a release date? Yeah, that'd be fire.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. Yeah, bro, I don't know, bro. You know how I'm expecting all these Switch ports. Like, it's like, and whatever can get ported will get ported.
For sure.
You know, so it's like, it's gonna be a bunch of games that everyone's already played, and there's gonna be a few games that people haven't played yet. You know, so, and yeah. What's it called? I can see Onimusha for sure. I can see both of the, like, they just announced their full slate of 2026 games, being like, yeah, all these are going to be there too. Our engine runs great on the Switch too, which is fantastic. Yeah, Japanese publishers. You know, I feel like I'm more bullish on the more, even though they're European, but like the more Western games. Like, you know, like I've been saying, like Witcher 3 updates. Maybe this could be the place where they show off that rumored DLC that they're adding, you know? And they could be like, oh, Switch 2 update and the DLC in May or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm excited for it though, for sure. And usually they have like, what, 30 plus games, right?
Yeah, usually about 30.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of shit, and it's gonna range. It's gonna be like indies. I feel like the indies is gonna be like the quick, like, little showcases,
The
you know?
headliners.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine they show Demon Tides. That'd be crazy.
Demon Tides. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing, bro?
It's not coming out at the same time, so I don't think that they will, but I mean, if we get the Switch release date, that would be cool, because that's the only platform announced that isn't PC for Demon Tides.
Yeah.
So maybe it's coming sooner than expected. That'll be good.
That'd be sick. But yeah, Yakuza's gonna be there. There's gonna be something Yakuza.
Started fucking Yakuza. Like
Which
every
one you think
fucking
it's gonna
month,
be?
we got a new Yakuza game coming to the Switch 2. I'm like, bro,
They're gonna put them all on there, bro.
if it's like a dragon, I'll let them slide. Anything else, we gotta fight.
What if it's 4, 5, and 6?
No, I will not accept that.
That's funny. What if it's Judgment?
Ew.
Nah,
Alright,
not even
We
Judgment.
have Ace Attorney at home. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my god.
I've never played
hella
Judgment,
funny.
so I actually don't know.
Imagine it's Pirate Yakuza out of all of them.
Bruh.
Just the randomest one. But yeah, there's gonna be something Yakuza there. Imagine they show off Stranger Than Heaven.
Oh, bro, Stranger to Heaven is day and date on the Switch too.
That'd be crazy.
That's gonna be live.
That'd be crazy.
So yeah, like you guys said in the Discord, Orbitals is probably likely to be shown off here. I think we're gonna see at least one Xbox title, whether it's actual gameplay footage for Indiana Jones, South of Midnight, or if it's something new. I really want Grounded 1 to get a Switch 2 edition. I feel like that would be a great Switch 2 edition for already like an Xbox title that's already on there. I think Hi-Fi Rush. We know that Crafton updated the what's it called? The copyright shit.
Yeah, the store pages all say Craft on now.
Yeah, but they updated the trademark, not the trademark. Their ESRB. They update, or not ESRB, but the overseas one. I forgot which one. They updated it, and now it's showing that Nintendo Switch is a platform. So I think we're gonna see that, and it might
could be the shadow drop.
Yeah, that could probably shadow drop.
Oh, I'm gonna cop it, bro. I'm copping it, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cop it, but I'm gonna be happy that it exists.
See, you're the reason why Microsoft sold them, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
I bought it on Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
But
yes, sir.
Yeah, and then they're gonna do the physical edition and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Hell yeah.
I really want to see Sea of Thieves on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Because they brought it to PlayStation. They didn't bring it there. But Sea of Thieves would go so Switch, hard on the Switch 1 portably. That'd be fire. As far as some other ones, Monster Hunter might get announced. That's still we talked about Capcom bringing Onimusha, but this could also be the time we see Monster Hunter Wilds at least announced. Although with Monster Hunter Stories coming out, it might be too soon, but we'll see.
No, I could see them announcing it, bro. They're not similar games at all.
Yeah, I feel you. Let's see. Anyone else? Does Ubisoft have another game? Because they've been kind of back to back with that shit.
Ubisoft?
I can see with the Division update, maybe they say, hey, let's port we just updated the Division with the Definitive Edition. Get the Definitive Edition over on Switch 2.
Okay.
And then maybe port Division 2, like bundle both of those or some shit. I don't know.
Sure.
What other Ubisoft projects they could just throw on there real quick? Far Cry 3 also got some updates, and actually all the Far Cry's got updates.
Yeah, they all did. Yeah.
You think we get to see a bunch of Far Cry games just get thrown onto the Switch, all in a little, like, kind of like how they did the Resident Evil, just say boom, here you go, all of them. That'd be cool. I feel like as far as like their newer games, they already announced Mirage, right? Did they announce Mirage?
I actually don't think so.
Okay, they haven't. I feel like Mirage is gonna be the next newer game. But Avatar is also having its pop-off moment right now.
Avatar, yeah.
Avatar from Pandora, whatever, Frontiers of Pandora.
Frontiers of Pandora, yeah.
Could be another game that gets a little boost that kind of didn't get its due diligence at launch, and maybe that little Switch 2 boost will give it some attention. But I expect Ubisoft for sure. I expect Capcom for sure to show up with at least one thing, but I can see multiple from both of them. Square is Dragon Quest VII is coming out at the end of the week on Friday, or
I think it's coming out on the 5th, so
5th.
tomorrow.
Oh, it's literally coming out tomorrow. I can see them just saying, "Hey, this is just showing a quick trailer for that." But I think we're gonna see something new from Square. Oh no, we're gonna see Adventures of Elliot. We're gonna see new gameplay for that.
Yes.
And probably a release
That game
date.
looks good.
Yeah, you played the demo, right?
I never played it.
Oh, okay. I played it. It was good.
No, I just see the gameplay and I'm like, yeah, that looks fire. That looks like Zelda.
Yeah, it's literally Square Enix's take on Zelda. It was pretty fire. So I think we're gonna get a release date for Adventures of Elliot at this partner showcase. I think it's gonna be very Japanese focused for sure.
Okay. Yeah, metaphor.
I think MLB The Show is gonna pop up. Maybe this is where we get the Switch 2 edition. Hopefully. Like they show off the Switch 2.
If it has a native Switch 2 edition, I'll cop it, bro. But if there's no native, I ain't copping that shit.
But I think we see it regardless if there's a Nintendo Switch 2 version or not. They're gonna just show it there.
Horizon Zero Dawn. This is the Sony segment.
Yeah,
They're like,
they were gonna
we
get
brought
that,
you guys Lego Horizon.
Then you know we finally gonna get another Japan studio game. Gravity Rush on the Switch 2 with Bandai Namco publishing.
Yeah, we're coping right now. That's hella funny.
That shit about to go crazy.
Oh, that'd be awesome, bro. That'd be awesome, no doubt.
But yeah, I think Sony's gonna have a presence at like if it's MLB The Show or if it's one of those old Japan studio games that are being ported over. I think one of those is gonna happen. And hopefully nothing like that everybody's golf bullshit that they pulled on me. Count your days, Bandai. What else we got? Trying to think who else is out there as far as like rumors and stuff that we've heard.
Half-Life 3? No, I'm just kidding.
It's crazy that we like Red Dead Redemption 2 was like one of the first rumors that we heard, and they're just MIA. Like no one knows what's going on with that, and that was a Nate the Hate backed prediction. So I'm pretty sure it's real. It exists. They're just not. Like they're just not putting it out for whatever reason. But it would be cool if that was announced here, but Rockstar does tend to just do their own thing. They just announce it in their own time.
Yeah, Rockstar, I don't think Rockstar's gonna be here, dog.
Yeah. Like they've been in direct before because they did the GTA trilogy in the direct. So it's not like they're adverse to showing up.
Yeah, but I just feel like if it's gonna be Red Dead 2, then it's gonna be all 3 platforms. It's gonna be PS5, Series, and Switch. You see what I'm saying?
I could have sworn that they showed up with Red Dead 1 before.
I think they did, bro. I think they do.
And
they do throw it in their sizzle reels and shit all the time, bro.
And then that was also and then they like announced like, hey, it's coming to PlayStation and Xbox also. With updated blah blah blah. I thought that happened.
Hey, maybe that'd be sick, bro. Red Dead 2, because I think Red Dead 1 got 60 FPS on Switch too, right?
Yep, they updated it with the Switch
Yeah.
with 60 FPS.
Bro, I should cop it on there, honestly. It's probably a great way to play it.
Yeah.
That's 60.
Yeah. I don't know what else I can think of off the top of my head.
Expedition 33.
Oh yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty. We
what's
heard
it
Call of
called?
Duty might be coming before before
Final
the holidays.
Fantasy Rebirth. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth could be here. What's it called? Maybe Stellar Blade. They could tease that here. Maybe Wukong could be here.
I don't want to see that shit. Y'all can keep that over there.
You don't want to see Stellar Blade either?
Oh no, I'll take Stellar Blade, but not that Wukong bullshit.
Not the other one. Danganronpa.
What else Danganronpa has come out?
Duskbloods and Elden Ring.
Duskbloods could be the one. Finally, we can see Duskbloods. And Elden Ring has been MIA for a bit. That could be a shadow drop, really.
Maybe they can show off Persona 4. What's that remake called? Revival, yeah.
Yeah,
Switch 2.
Metaphor probably is a surefire.
Starfield 2.0. No, I'm just kidding. That ain't happening. I don't know. Maybe that'd be crazy. Imagine they end off on the Starfield 2.0.
Imagine they show off Starfield 2.0 at the Direct instead of at the Xbox. Oh, they gonna be hurt.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, bro.
But yeah, man. People were also saying Xenoblade Warriors. Might be the Xenoblade Chronicles game and Cosmos is a playable character for that, and that's why she said a new Xenoblade Chronicles game. If Xenoblade Warriors, because people been waiting on that one, because we got Fire Emblem Warriors, we got that's all the sword games. That's Xenoblade is the only one that hasn't got his chance. And it has so many characters that they could use, so many different worlds and maps, and that would be fire. And that would still be considered a third party because they put the Hyrule Warriors game as a partner showcase game and not in. I mean, they did put it in their regular directs also, but
yeah, but they showed it off at the partner showcase.
Yeah, so they consider those type of games if they're developed by a Nintendo IP that's developed by a third party is a partner showcase game. So we can see something like that if it's happening. Although I would assume that it's still a little too soon for that. For another Warriors game, if that same team is making it the AAA studio. Unless they just had Hyrule Warriors in the tuck, ready. Because Nintendo loves to sit on games, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were just sitting on Hyrule Warriors for 6 months and they just been working on the next Warriors game. I'm looking at the chart that Nintendo put out for their other publishers. The list of games that they wanted to highlight. So we just got Dynasty Warriors on the 22nd of January. Dragon Quest 7 is coming out. Yakuza 3 on the 12th. Reanimal. I can see that popping up one more time. That's on the 13th. Resident Evil Requiem on the 27th. Fatal Frame 2. I can see them pulling out another gameplay trailer for that. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Pragmata, 007 First Light. You think we get the first game, Switch 2 gameplay footage for that game?
007, yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be pretty cool. Adventures of Elliot is on this one too. And then, what's it called? Professor Layton is the last one for 2026, no release date. So Inazuma 11. Is that on the Switch?
Yeah, it is. It's on. It actually has a Switch 2.
Okay, it has a Switch 2 version.
Yeah, it has a Switch 2 version.
Okay.
It's one of the games that's on my wish list.
I was just making sure.
Are you good?
Level 5 has been. All of their games have been on the Switch with Switch 2 editions so far. So, yeah. I think this is going to be a really good partner showcase. I feel like it's going to be better than the one from last year because I think there's a lot more ready games, like from big publishers. But yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm excited too, bro. I think it's gonna be good. Overwatch.
Yeah.
Overwatch could be there.
Yeah, they already announced it, but I can see them just having a little headliner. Like, Overwatch is getting an update. A lot of Overwatch fans were actually excited about what's going on with that game, like what they've done.
Yeah, they're changing it little by little. Little by little.
Shout out to them for dropping the 2, because that fucking Overwatch 2 was bullshit. You know, hopefully the fan base gets back on it. All the people who left from Marvel Rivals comes back. I ain't seen no more. They add any new goon characters, so I don't think they coming back from Marvel Rivals. Like, they need some more goon content for them motherfuckers to come back. They spoiled over there. Marvel Rivals always got them. All right, that's everything Nintendo. Anything else you could think of for the partner showcase before we move on to some Xbox news?
Nah, bro. It's like I said, man. It's gonna be a lot of shit. It's gonna be a lot of games. Hopefully,
will there be an oh my god, I can't believe this is coming like moment in this direct?
Maybe. There's always a chance, bro. I mean, like, that's in the eye of the beholder, right? Like yeah. I think they ended off one of the partner showcases with the Adventures of Elliot, right, or something like that. And like, I know some people were
Traveler Zero and Adventures of Elliot.
Yeah, and like some people were disappointed, but it's like those games are pretty sick, you know? Even though I've actually heard that people are actually like softening on Octopath Traveler Zero. Like, it's not as good as 1 and 2, but it's bloated is what I'm hearing. It's bloated. But yeah, Adventures of Elliot looks sick. But yeah, both of them are quality. So yeah, whatever they're gonna end up on, it's gonna be good. Might not be for everybody, but it'll be quality. It'll be quality.
Everybody.
Facts. Maybe not for everybody, but imagine they end off on like Call of Duty or something.
All right, bro. I know it's gonna be GTA 6, bro. They just gonna they said the market is happening summer. They were like, psych, marketing is starting now. Switch 2 version will be added at launch. That's why we delayed the game. It's happening.
That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy.
And then I'm gonna be
you taking
ILP.
everybody's knees on ILP, bro.
I'm gonna be on ILP on
You're gonna
Sunday.
take everybody's knees, bro.
Whether they like it, like I'm gonna find some way to get into that chat, and I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna get King's Knees live on the air. I mean, like, bro, why would you doubt the king? Like, why would you doubt them? I'm gonna take his knees. I'm gonna take his elbows. I'm gonna take his wrists, his ankles. He gonna be looking like Rayman after I'm done with him.
That's hella funny. Imagine they show off Rayman.
Oh, bro. The Rayman 30?
Rayman Origins.
Actually, yeah, the
Rayman Origins remaster.
Yeah, bro. No. It better not be the Origins remaster, but like Rayman, the original Rayman remade in the Origins style. I think that's something we could see there.
Yeah, man. in a perfect world, we would see the Prince of Persia game tomorrow too.
Don't get me started on that shit again.
You know that game was supposed to come out on Switch too, right? Day and date on everything else.
Yeah. R.I.P. You know,
they're so trash, bro.
You know what I would love to see, even though it runs amazingly on the Switch 1, I would love to see the Lost Crown get a Switch 2 edition.
Oh yeah, the 100, dude, 120. It would probably hit the 120,
like for sure, because it was already smooth 60 on the Switch 1.
Yeah,
like that game running at 120 on the Switch 2. Yeah, bro, I would love that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's get over to Xbox, because AMD just been like, AMD is not hiding nobody's plans. They don't give a fuck about what you trying to do with the marketing of your hardware. If you got AMD in there, that's they product. They don't give a fuck what you gotta say, because they just talking like they're not holding anything back. So AMD hinted at Microsoft launching the next gen Xbox console / PC, whatever you want to call it, in 2027. And this has been long rumored. We've been discussing this for what, year? 2 years?
like a long time now. Yeah.
The not so well-kept secret of them trying to start the generation early or technically not starting the generation, because technically the Switch 2 is the 10th generation, but getting ahead of Sony, especially after the news we heard about Sony's plans for their next-gen console. They'll be very ahead of Sony if that's true, which would be helpful for them, because they need to be as far away from Sony as possible. But 2027 for the next gen Xbox, and even though that's been rumored for a while, there was some doubts about it because of the RAM shortages, tariffs. Xbox already isn't even keeping their current gen consoles at a decent price. Like, who knows? But 2027, you think it's still on the table?
Yeah.
Okay. I could also see it, just because I don't think they care about the price that much.
No, they don't. They don't give a shit.
They're gonna drop it at whatever price makes sense for them. Not for the consumers, just for them.
Exactly. It's not gonna, I'll say this, it's not gonna be cheaper than the Ally X. The Xbox Ally X. It's not gonna be cheaper than that.
So, yeah. Shout out to Xbox. I feel like it is gonna be a great piece of hardware. I think it'll be undeniable. And they're still making a lot of improvements to that user face on Windows to get it as console ready as possible. And I think it's gonna be night and day by the time we get to 2027. I don't think it's gonna be recognizable as what we have today, especially after seeing like how the new cloud web view looks, where it looks like the Series X interface. It looks a lot cleaner. They even have new achievement bubbles. Like, have you seen it? You haven't seen the new cloud view? So
I don't do cloud, bro.
I mean, at least keep up. You can keep up with it without. I haven't played it either, but like, it looks.
Is it on the browser?
Yeah. So, Tom Warren did a video of it. I'm gonna put that on. I'll put it in the chat. But it looks almost identical to the Series X UI. and it looks really good. It looks clean. Share. I'm gonna put it in the podcast notes. All right. But yeah, compared to the old cloud web view, which just kind of looked put together, it just looked like a regular ass app on your phone. This one looks a lot more console like.
You said Tom Warren?
Yeah, I put it in the podcast notes.
Let me see.
Right?
I don't see it, bro.
Did I not press send? I feel like I didn't press send. Hold on. That sounds like something I would do. That's exactly what I did.
That's hella funny. Okay, is this the next Xbox UI?
Oh, that's my D&D. Where is this?
Oh, this looks cool. Yeah, this looks nice. Looks more like their PC app, I would say.
Yeah. So yeah, they're still working on this UI. At some point, all of these UIs are just going to be combined into one like UI that it's not a separate one for cloud, a separate one for the PC app, and a separate one for the console. It's just all going to be one unified UI that you don't have to, like, it's never going to be different experience depending on what you're playing on. It's the same experience every time, which is going to be cool if they can pull that off and it's actually a good UI. It's gonna be great to have a UI that's not based on the Xbox One, like something that feels new. Hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. No, this looks nice.
I wonder if he shows the new achievement bubble, because that one, I didn't like it. It looked too minimalist. I like the whole, like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
that
no,
one
I
just,
got you.
It was just like a little clean minimalist look. I was like, nah, I like the pizzazz.
Yeah, he doesn't show the achievements here. Interesting.
All right. But yeah, I think what we get with the next Xbox is going to be completely different. And hopefully it's going to be a good different. It's going to be night and day, especially after we hear that Xbox is, or Microsoft, I should say, is doing a lot of rethinking of their Windows platform and AI, shoving Copilot into everything, and they're going back to the drawing board with usability and like really going after what the users want. They're actually listing out all the feedback that they've been getting over the years, and they're like, hey, what if we worked on all of these things that people have been complaining about for like 7 years? Yo, that's crazy. So, you know, maybe next year we will see a completely different Xbox and Windows that it's actually gonna be like, yo, is this real? Is this actually Microsoft? So hopefully that's still a pipe dream at best. But you never know. People can change.
You never know, bro.
Sometimes even organizations can change.
Sure. Keeping it positive.
Yeah, you got to. All right. But did you have anything to say on the next Xbox? I feel like we've talked about this over
yeah, I mean,
months. It's not really anything new per se, but
yeah. So I just want to clarify that the Xbox Magnus, the codename Magnus, comes from AMD, not from Microsoft.
Yeah, that comes from AMD talking a lot.
Yeah, but the Xbox Magnus codename is an AMD codename, not a Microsoft codename.
I think it's gonna be called. The codename is gonna be. So we had Scorpio, we had Scarlet, and what was the Series S called?
I don't think they had a codename for it. I'm not 100% sure.
I thought it was Project something, which was the whole that was the whole both consoles. But then there was one was the Series X was called Scarlet, and then the Series S was something else, and I can't remember what it was called. Let me see. I'll look it up real quick. Lockhart, that's what it was. The Lockhart. Yeah. So it was Scarlet and Lockhart. But I forgot the overall project name for both of them. No, Scorpio was that. Scorpio was the Series X. Anaconda. No, Anaconda? Which one was Anaconda? No, Scorpio was... That was the 1X, right? Am I tripping?
Scorpio, yeah. Scorpio was the 1X.
Okay, then it was.
I think
Anaconda?
Scarlet. I don't know, bro. Maybe that was the canceled, like the cylinder one.
No. So I'm looking it up because it was on Reddit. Goodbye, Project Scarlet. Hello, Xbox Series X. Okay, Scarlet is the project name for the series, but the X was Anaconda, and the Lockhart was the Series S. Okay, so that's how it went.
Got it.
So project name. Okay, we got Anaconda, we got Scorpio. You know, we going, if we're going with venomous. I mean, anacondas are venomous though. But if that's if we can use those as a theme that they're trying to go for their powerful console, what will be next? The Xbox Project Salamander. I don't know. Project
the Salamander, that Project Chameleon.
Project Komodo. Project Komodo sounds live. I'm not gonna lie.
Komodo.
Y'all can steal that one. Y'all can steal that one. Oh, Chameleon? Yo, that one? Because it's a Xbox, it's a PC, it's a
it's whatever you want it to be, bro.
It's a Chameleon. It changes. Yo, Project Chameleon will be Xbox. Come on. Y'all can steal it. Like we like just give us like 1%.
Facts, bro.
Like just give us 1%. We'll let it slide. Give us 0.1%. Shit. Y'all got billions. That's crazy. Like 0.1% is still good. I ain't gonna lie. But we'll let y'all use that one. Project Chameleon. Let's start calling it Project Chameleon and just start putting it out there, and then people
just manifesting that shit. Yeah,
then,
dude. I'm down.
People are gonna start calling like, oh yeah, I heard it was called Project Chameleon, and then yeah, let's let that.
I'm gonna count. Yep, the next Xbox, Project Chameleon, y'all.
So yeah, man. Yeah. I'm still excited for it. Like, I doubt that I'm gonna get it at launch, but I'm excited about the idea of what this console PC thing is gonna be.
Sir, I'm excited too, bro.
Um, just a couple quick ones left. I don't think we have anything too crazy, but we actually have an update on another topic from last week, because we were talking about the chances of Rockstar releasing GTA 6 without a physical version.
Yep.
Well, Take-Two...
That was fake? Fake news?
Take-Two did come out and deny this happening, saying GTA 6 will launch with, or when it, like, Take-Two denied GTA 6 launching without a physical version, saying that is not the plan. So, RIP me. Physical will live to see another day, I guess.
Let's go, bro. The PS5 copy, day one.
And then Video Games Chronicle, they did, or was it Bloomberg or Video Game Chronicle? One of them interviewed, let's see, who interviewed Charles Zelnick? It was Variety, actually. Variety was interviewing Strauss Zelnick, and we got some news about GTA 6 where they reconfirmed, I shouldn't say they, Strauss Zelnick reconfirmed that it's coming out November 19th. Although I don't think he would, announce that a delay here, like, that wasn't gonna happen. So this kind of isn't news, but he at least acted confident that it's coming out on that date. And he said that the marketing is going to ramp up in the summer. So that's probably when we're going to get that. This is GTA 6 and
welcome to Miami.
Yeah, welcome to Vice City. And all, we're gonna get that full deep dive, and it's gonna be the craziest video. It's gonna be #1 trending on everything. It's gonna fucking break the internet whenever it drops. So yeah, look forward to the summer. That's all I gotta say. And lastly, we have an interview from Bloomberg with Obsidian, where we got a little bit of information from Josh Sawyer, where they go on to say, so here are like the highlights. Shout out to Okami13 for the write-up,
Yes,
or the
sir.
little roundup. But Grounded 2, big hit in Obsidian's eyes, which I expected. I mean, I don't think it's a big hit like Forza Horizon big, but I think Grounded 2 is doing really good in its early access phase, and I'm pretty sure when it hits 1.0 it's gonna blow up even more. But yeah, Grounded 2 is doing good right now. It's successful in Obsidian's and Microsoft's eyes right now, which, with the budget that they put into that game versus something like Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed, I'm pretty sure there was not much chance of it failing. But Avowed and the Outer Worlds 2 did fail to meet sales expectations. Both were in development for 6+ years. And Josh Sawyer did comment that it's not good to release 3 games in the same year. It's the result of things going wrong. I will say, if all 3 games were good, I think, like, if all 3 games were as good as they could have been, I don't think them releasing in the same year would have hampered any of them, because they released, one released in February, one released in July, and one released in October. Like, they weren't overlapping in any way.
I do think I think that they've admitted that they're like what they did in October really didn't work for any of the games, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the smart play would have been like, yeah, release Avowed when it did and release Grounded 2 when it did in early access, but maybe keep Outer Worlds for like a February 2026, you know? And then maybe that could have been smart for maybe dropping Keeper as a shadow drop. That could have been like your day one shadow drop for January. Then you got a big February game, and then March could be like Kiln, and then April could be some big. I don't know, you know,
Yeah.
like start off the year strong with something.
For sure. And then he also says Space Notes releases helps the company manage its resources and not burn everybody out. Which I can see that on a development front, like with everyone, like let's say Avowed needed some extra help getting across the finish line. If they're trying to get Avowed out and like they're like, oh, but the Outer Worlds 2 team can't really jump onto this project because they're releasing that year too, and the Grounded team can't really jump on that release to help Avowed because they're releasing in a few months. I was like, they're all grinding right now. Everybody's heads down grinding. No one can kind of jump to help one another if all these projects are supposed to be coming out soon. So I can see that from a development standpoint, not releasing everything in the same year. Although Avowed was technically supposed to be a 2024 game.
Yeah, it delayed.
And then he confirmed that Obsidian currently has around 280 employees. Currently, no plans for a third Outer Worlds game, but they want to keep making games in the Avowed / Pillars of Eternity universe. How do you feel about that one?
I guess. If they, you know, if they want to go back to Avowed, then that tells me that they see something in it, and I'm for it.
I guess, I mean, Avowed 2, I feel like they definitely deserve a second chance with that one. Like, Outer Worlds 2 got a second chance. Whether it gets the popularity that the first one does down the line or not, they at least gave it the second chance and gave it, like, tried to fix the things that didn't work in the first one. And honestly, for the most part, they did. It's just, I feel like, well, I'll get into that a little later, but with Avowed, it was a great foundation, especially gameplay wise. They just need to rework that into something that has an interesting narrative as well. But I think we're getting a Pillars of Eternity game, like a CRPG Pillars of Eternity. I think we're getting a Pillars 3.
Okay.
I think that is happening in some form. And I think that's why Avowed 2 is still happening, because they know that there are Pillars fans out there that will support a new Pillars game. Especially if they go all out, like Baldur's Gate 3 level. We'll see if they actually pull that off, but there's been a kind of resurgence for CRPGs lately because of Baldur's Gate 3, so I think they got the okay for that. Avowed was originally pitched as a multiplayer game, which we knew, but the idea was scrapped 2 years in. It was supposed to be a crossover between Skyrim and Destiny. Avowed would have been a better game if they would have stuck with that idea. That's all I'm gonna say. Microsoft has enacted a 30% profit target for many Xbox studios, which has led them putting games on PlayStation. So they were the ones to confirm that 30% profit target that I think it was Jason Schreier who put that out there. That's the reason that we're seeing games on PlayStation. The reason that a lot of games were getting canceled and studios closed down because that 30% profit target is huge, even compared to someone like PlayStation, where they're like expected to hit like 15% or something like that. So it's a crazy target, and Xbox outside of Playground Games with Forza, I don't think that many of their studios hit that type of profit margin. So we're gonna see how that works out in the future. And Obsidian's plan for the next few years is to continue working on new projects, both big and small, in addition to new content for Grounded 2 and The Outer Worlds 2. So I wouldn't say Obsidian is in trouble, because like they're definitely not doing as good as you would expect or hope for Obsidian, especially like going into the year. We were like, yo, it's the year of Obsidian. They got Outer Worlds 2 at the end of the year and Avowed at the beginning of the year. That's fucking crazy. And then you're like, oh, Avowed, like it's good. It's not great. It's not what we wanted to see from an Obsidian game completely backed by Xbox. A lot of people were expecting more from that game, which I can completely understand. And then The Outer Worlds 2 comes out, and it's less of the same story, but it's kind of the same story. Like, oh, Outer Worlds 2 is good, but you know, you're just expecting more. And I feel like that last statement is kind of the issue with Obsidian right now. That it's the fucking Earl Sweatshirt line. Two black for the white kids and two white for the blacks. Like, that's Obsidian right now. They're too small for the big AAAs, but too big for the small indie level games that they make as well. I feel like they need to commit to one of them. They need to commit to making amazing AAA level, like Outer Worlds games, Avowed games, and not two at a time. Like, all 280 developers work on, maybe not all of them, maybe have a small team for Grounded, but that's it. You can, like, no Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 at the same time. It has to be like all the developers in the AAA section, they are working on Avowed to make it a premium RPG experience that's on the level of Bethesda games, KCD2, Cyberpunk, like on that, like it has to be on that level of AAA graphics, polish, narrative, dialogue, everything. Like, if both the Outer Worlds 2 team and the Avowed team were able to make that happen, there would be no issues with Obsidian's output and sales right now. And then but if they were also to just go all in on AA to indie, like the Grounded and Pentiment level games, and just split up the whole team into making these, like Double Fine, split up the entire team into making these smaller projects that come out quicker, that don't have super high budgets, but just like Grounded, they're actually pretty successful. They're beloved, and they make a lot of profit from these. That would also work in Obsidian's favor. But I feel like them splitting their teams up and under delivering on what we expect from a AAA game, especially because if Microsoft is gonna charge, like, maybe Obsidian didn't want a fucking Outer Worlds 2 to be $80 or even $70. But now that you know Xbox wants y'all to make $70 games and possibly $80 games in the future, you have to make sure that they live up to that price tag. Because let's say if Valve was like $50, I feel like it would have hit differently for most people. But it wasn't $50, it was $70. Outer Worlds 2, even at like 60, would have been a bigger hit, I feel, than the $70 that Outer Worlds 2 launched at. Because budget-wise, yes, they are AAA, but they don't meet the standards of what AAA looks like today in the RPG space. So I feel like they gotta pick a side. Like, either you're gonna do the AA grounded level games, or you're gonna do the full-on AAA premium experience, like something that looks like Fable and play it like something on the level of Fable. No more hub worlds, you like full open world. That's the only thing I can see where Obsidian can thrive. Because I don't think they can continue doing what they're doing right now. But that's just me. How are you feeling about the state of Obsidian right now?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're still like, they're like, we want to do what we want to do. Like, we don't want to be told like what to do. It seems like that's kind of like the type of vibe that I feel from them still. Yeah. To their detriment and to their success, you know, to their detriment with like Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed a little bit, and then to their success with Grounded, right? Because it's like, it's exactly what you're saying, you know, like Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 are like towing the line between like AA and AAA, and it's like Grounded is towing the line between AA and indie almost, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, they gotta pick something. So I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, and like, I was talking about how it was so crazy how we were going into the year like, yo, this is the year of Obsidian. They about to go, like, Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 both about to go crazy. And then they both kind of just didn't hit like we felt that at the beginning of the year. Whereas I feel like Playground Games, like, we're like, yo, this is the year of Playground Games, but I feel like both of those games are gonna hit it, like, they're gonna hit how you would expect both of those games to hit. So it's definitely like, Obsidian should be on the level of Playground Game at this point with Xbox's backing. But with Xbox's backing, it feels like they're still the almost AAA Obsidian that they were before Xbox picked them up. It's just that now, if Outer Worlds 2 came out in 2018 during the PS4 era, 2017, 2018, oh yeah, this will be AAA in 2018. Like, it would have the feel, because there wouldn't be a Cyberpunk, there wouldn't be KCD2s and all this other stuff, like. But today it's not sliding how it would back then. But I don't know. I wanna see stuff like Pillars of Eternity. Can't wait for the 1.0 for Grounded 2. I want to see what else they got cooking as far as new ideas also. So I don't know what to expect from Obsidian from here, besides Avowed 2, probably. But I want I want like very noticeable improvements on their quality going forward. But I don't think they're in trouble at all. You feel like Obsidian is in trouble at all, like because of the not meeting sales expectations for Avowed and Outer Worlds 2?
I hope not. Sounds like they need to expand, not lose people.
They're gonna announce that Obsidian has become Bethesda Softworks 2. Team C. They're a support studio for Bethesda. That'd be crazy, but yeah, hopefully Obsidian continues to be Obsidian, just with a little bit more quality in their big games. I feel like no one really has any complaints about the grounded and Pentiment level games, the Pillars of Eternity games. They usually do great with those, but when it comes to their attempts at AAA, it's just not all the way there yet. That's basically what needs to be worked on. So, but if they really want a success to kind of get the money coffers flowing, get that South Park license again. I'm pretty sure Matt and Trey would love that. Get that license, make another Stick of Truth level game. Yeah. Think about it. You don't even gotta make a new map. South Park is still the same. Bring all the assets back and just make a new story with new mechanics and everything. Boom. But that's all I gotta say on the whole interview with Obsidian. Anything you wanted to add?
No, other than he pretty much said, yeah, these people are putting a 30% margin target on us.
Yep, confirmed it. So that's the whole Xbox division. A lofty goal. Gonna definitely make or break some of these studios.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully
they're gonna start just leaning in more and more onto their big IPs. That's just the route that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna look very Ubisofty going forward. But hopefully they can remain the Obsidian that everyone loves them for. Just like kind of like Double Fine, because they make these smaller experiences, they can get away with making kilns and keepers and all of these games because they're not breaking the bank every time they make a game. And they're not losing, like, I'm pretty sure even if Keeper didn't sell crazy, they didn't lose that much money off of Keeper. Like, it's something that Xbox can kind of overlook. It's kind of like what was the studio where it's kind of like Japan Studio, where they were making all these smaller games and like they were losing money, but it was so negligible because they were making all these smaller games. And then Sony was like, hey, we need y'all to make bigger games that's gonna make money. And they're like, but we make these smaller games though. And then Sony was like, yeah, y'all gotta go. Which sucks, but I don't know. What franchise do you feel Outer Worlds 2 is a bigger, like, would make a bigger franchise than Avowed? Like, if done in a full AAA, like, effort?
I don't know, man. I just feel like they're both just, well, there's technically more Pillars games, right?
Yes.
There's two of them, and then there's Avowed, right?
Yep.
So I guess yeah. No, the Avowed and the Pillars universe is probably bigger than Outer Worlds.
Yeah. But Obsidian, they're still one of my favorite teams from Xbox, despite Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 not impressing the world. I feel like I still liked what Avowed offered. I still like what Outer Worlds 2 offered. I just haven't played enough of it, but from what I played, I loved it.
No, they're both quality games, and that's the one narrative that I think that I don't like. I really don't like is people saying like, because even Microsoft said it that their games last year were disappointing or whatever, right? And like now I'm starting to see Xbox, like the Xboxers or whatever, start to say that same sentiment, and I'm like, no, their lineup last year was pretty fucking great. So you can't blame them. You can't blame the games, and you can't blame the developers because they ship great games, you know? So
80 plus games for the most part. Almost every single game, barring like South of Midnight and Keeper, they were the only ones in like the 70 range, but for the most part, everything they shipped was 80 plus.
Yeah, no, but even the 70s are still good, you know? Those are still reaching some sort of quality bar, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't get behind that. It actually made me like low-key mad that I seen people saying that, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, you're asking your creatives to make like these fucking games and they're actually shipping them, and then you're blaming the games again. Like it's a vicious cycle. It's bad. It's a bad cycle. It's not a healthy cycle to be in.
Yeah. But let's see. What do you think the timeline for like the next Obsidian game would even be? Because they basically blew their load this like last year.
Yeah.
They're obviously still working on Grounded 2 for a little while, but when do you think we get the next big project from them? And we know about like the Tim Kaine. He came back.
Yeah.
But who knows what's going on?
I would say for Obsidian, if I'm being like bullish or optimistic, I'm thinking we could see something from them as soon as the end of 2027. But if I'm thinking like realistic, probably something like at the end of 2028 or at the earliest early 2029.
Okay. Secondly, Josh Schroyer didn't really have any. He wasn't working on any of these projects like full time.
Yeah.
So
he's still working on something there.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to Obsidian. Whatever they're working on, I'm still excited. So we gonna see. But that's really all we got for today. Let's go ahead and get these outros, let's get out of here. That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate the support. Make sure you guys hit that like because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed, you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield premieres. And make sure you guys join the Discord to continue the conversation there. Also to see our reactions to certain news before we even react to it on the air. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these outros. Appreciate you for pulling up. Sorry for the late start. But
It's all good.
Where can we find you? What you got going on, Subeg?
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me on twitch.tv/Subagels. Haven't streamed in a while. We will get there someday. I'm working on something bigger right now. So hopefully I can get it done. Yeah, just it's really a time thing. It's really a time thing. Yeah. Well, it's a time thing, and it's a me trying to please myself thing, because it's like a fucking like I'm never fucking happy with anything. So, Yes, so that will be there. Just keep it in the back of your mind. But yes, here, of course, always, every week. Join the Discord for sure. It's in the bio, right?
Yep.
Or it's in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Subeg. Add me on PlayStation at Subegles, I think, and then on Xbox it's Avatar Subeg. No numbers, no underscores, none of that. But yeah, check me out everywhere. Add me on Switch. I'll give you my friend code if you guys DM me or whatever. Yeah.
All right. As for myself, Otaku, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet, F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/Otaku the Don. And of course, you can find me right here on YouTube, where not only are we doing Dual Wield every Thursday, Project Entitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday, live with the day ones. But yeah, also check me out on Lords of Gaming. High Guard review should be finished up by Friday and up live. So, got my thoughts out on there. So yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Other than that, hopefully got some few games to review in February. So we gonna see.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Other than that though, what else? Actually, I don't know. That's really all I got going on. I'll be playing the same old shit for the most part. So yeah. Direct tomorrow. We'll most likely be discussing that next week, or direct today for y'all. It already happened. But yeah. Any final thoughts for the people? Any final words for the people to get them through the week?
Support your indie games. Support those indie games. That's it, man. Indie games are cooking.
Indies are the future.
Remember
that. Support your local indie, and they could become the next AAA.
Yes,
the next Ubisoft, the next EA. You never know.
Yep, exactly.
But with that, let's go ahead and get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, month, year, life, the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, all that. Bye-bye.
Peace.